them and the suspect.
Sergeant Eric Smith tells WSB 23-year-old Damari Baker was arrested on Thursday. The case is still active. A concerning number of kids have prediabetes.
According to the Atlanta-based CDC, an estimated 1 in 3 teens and preteens ages 12 to 17 have prediabetes. That translates into an estimated 8.4 million young people. It's a condition characterized by higher than normal blood sugar levels that increases a person's risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The nation's top health agency calling this a critical warning sign for the health of America's youth.
That's WSB's Sabrina Cupid reporting. A new configuration is now open for folks traveling northbound on I-85 and exiting at North Druid Hills Road.
The DOT calls it a braided ramp, taking drivers under the overpass to have direct access to the frontage road that runs by the recently opened Arthur Blank Children's Hospital.
They'll no longer have to go up to North Druid Hills Road to access a signal, so it's separating out some conflict points and going to make the interchange much more efficient.
The DOT's Kyle Collins says westbound access to North Druid Hills Road is unchanged, but those ramping off to go eastbound now have 3 dedicated right turn-only lanes. All the changes designed to keep traffic moving through the busy corridor. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, the Budweiser Clydesdale horses will be in Cobb County today as part of the MLB All-Star festivities. You've got about an hour to get to the site where they're going to start marching around making some special deliveries to bars. The 8-horse team makes an appearance in downtown Smyrna first around 4 p.m. It's 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now beginning live team coverage of your traffic and weather. Alex Williams is in the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
Already seeing the brake light battle through downtown, getting closer to 25 minutes, leaving 400 south on Lenox Road, just trying to make your way down to I-20. Some better news in heading into Stockbridge out of Ellenwood on 675 southbound there, picking up the last few barrels from that right lane construction before Highway 42 exit 2. And in Buckhead, been dealing with that power outage, knocking out the traffic lights, definitely on Peachtree at Piedmont Street. That is a 4-way stop. Also going to see if there's any issues along Lindbergh and Cheshire Bridge Road because traffic's starting to jam up there. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz. Hot and muggy with scattered showers and storms this afternoon. We'll hit 90 degrees. Diminishes pretty quickly as we head towards sunset this evening. For Saturday, 91 with scattered afternoon storms. Tomorrow's rain chance, 40%.
Right now, 86 degrees in Villa Rica. It's 88 in East Point and 85 in Midtown Atlanta at 3:04. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Eric is off today. You have the Doctrinaire Doctrine. I'm Tim Andrews. See Autumn Fisher on the monitor if you want to watch us on our super secret television channel or whatever it's called. Jared will tell you where that is. The man behind the glass, George Clark. And there's Jared Yamamoto.
I am sworn by law to not let people know exactly where to find the super secret video feed for WSB.
Tell people where they can watch us if they so choose.
They go to the WSB Radio YouTube page or to WSBRadio.com. You can watch us in
What about
studio.
the app?
You can go to the app, too. That's a good point. I forgot. Sometimes, I neglect the app sometimes.
You shouldn't neglect the app. That's where all the things happen that take place here right at WSB. The WSB Radio app. Watch us there. Also, your open mics. You can leave one for us. I don't know if we'll play it, but...
Leave them for Autumn.
Just be nice.
She'll listen to them all weekend long. Right, Autumn?
Sure.
Way to bring her into the conversation, Jared. Autumn, you sure? We'll send all of them to you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, cool. She's down with it. She's down with it. So, yeah, Eric is off today. He'll be back on Monday. So why don't we start with some Georgia stuff?
Yeah, huge weekend for the ATL between the Beyonce.
Do people still say the ATL?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just check it. What do they not say?
Hotlanta? Hotlanta's gone.
That's gone.
Don't call it Hotlanta.
A-Town?
A-Town's fine.
Okay.
ATLians, I think, is taken over for Hotlanta for the most part, but
the ATL is still acceptable.
The ATL is still very acceptable.
All right.
They did try to rebrand MARTA as the ATL, but that did not work.
Why would they try to brand MARTA as the ATL?
I didn't get it. I don't understand. I guess because when they were upgrading the system and connecting it up with the streetcar and the buses, we'll just call it the ATL. Never stuck though.
That's MARTA.
But huge weekend, though. You had Beyonce concert last night, Beyonce concert tonight, Sunday, and Monday. So she's got 4 total concerts here in Atlanta.
All sold out, right?
I believe you can still get tickets
Okay.
to Sunday.
All right.
So it's basically sold out. You also have 2 WWE events tomorrow night and Sunday.
Why is that funny?
I don't know. Gosh.
That amused me to hear you chuckle at that.
Yeah.
Are you surprised like I am that it's still a thing?
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that it would be huge for Atlanta.
It is,
It's
but
like,
they're
oh
doing-
my God, I love the
Yeah.
wrestling.
Well, I mean, imagine.
Where is it?
It's going to be at State Farm.
Okay.
So that's going to be wild. On Sunday night, you will have a WWE event and a Beyonce concert at the same time. So
Yeah,
that's going to
man.
be wild.
Same crowd too. So.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You can go to one and then walk right across the street and go to the other.
Exactly. Just
Yeah,
go
they don't
back.
have them at the same time because they know the audience is the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
So you got that, and then the MLB All-Star Game festivities really start today. I know the All-Star Game isn't until Tuesday.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but on a weekend like this, it's kind of good that it's not downtown anymore.
Yeah, you get a little separation from
Yeah.
everything. And I think that, I mean, so the Major League Baseball draft is going to be on Sunday, which
I can't wait for that.
I know. I'm going to it. I've never gone to one. Never
Where
gone
are
to a
they
major,
doing it?
They're doing it at the Roxy.
So you're going to go sit in the inside of the Roxy and watch them do a draft. Will the players be there, the young guys?
I hope so. I've never been to a Major League Baseball draft. I've
You
never
ever
seen
watched one? Yeah.
No, I've never seen. I've only seen like the next day. I've read who got drafted, so I'm
But
excited.
they try to make all these big things, but it's still the NFL that people want to watch, and they only watch the first round, right?
Right, and that's what I'm hoping for. It starts at 7:00 on Sunday, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go and watch a round or two and see how it goes.
Reason to drink.
Yeah, but think about it. Think about it this way: the MLB has way more teams, and they have larger rosters on each team. So how many people? We should try to see how many guys get drafted every year for the MLB. Who makes it, and how many
I'll
don't?
look into it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's with all the All-Star festivities, the Beyonce concert. I think isn't Ghost playing tonight at State Farm too? So that's
Now that's a metal band. Oh, welcome! Oh, we're going to rock.
And then like the opening band is like a little Victorian child.
Just for an hour,
She's on a swing set. I'm cold.
or at the bottom of a well. What is Ghost? Because I know we gave tickets away, but what are they?
Yeah, so it's
Space
kind of
Ghost.
it's kind of like
Hey, now.
remember Drowning Pool? The
No.
let the bodies.
I
hit
know
the
that.
floor?
Okay, I know that song.
That's I think that they had 2 other hits, but they were as close to a one-hit wonder as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And Ghost sounds like them, if
Okay.
that makes any sense. They're like an updated them. I know that for the true
They're an
metal,
updated they.
thank you.
Okay.
They're an updated they, but for the true metal fans out there, they're going to get upset because Ghost is actually in this category, Jared.
Well,
You're
don't
an
worry
idiot.
about it. You know what you got to do? You got to put your foot down on the gas. Just go.
And just say,
Don't worry what they might say to you.
I would say if Bullet for My Valentine and Drowning Pool had a baby,
It would be
they
Ghost.
That's right.
Wouldn't that suck if you had a baby and it was a ghost?
Aw.
You'd have to name it Casper.
You have
It'd
to,
go
right?
like, wow.
Wow. Jared, that tickles him.
I think Ghost is more like arena rock, right? Like the
Arena rock?
Yeah. I think
You mean
it's
like Tom
metal,
Petty?
Very
Arena
different
rock
than-
metal.
Yeah, arena rock metal. That'd be like Guns N' Roses.
Muse, but heavier. Is what I was
Okay.
thinking.
You
I, think so. I feel like Muse is more in like it has more electro category. But yeah, we can definitely play some. Maybe we'll have some Ghost bumps throughout the show.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't, but at least we'll hear it one time. Be more appropriate to play Beyonce. At least people know what you're playing.
Yeah. I don't mind her being a country star while also being whatever other kind of star she is.
She's a pop star. She can do whatever she
Yeah,
wants.
yeah.
She's also
I
the
don't-
biggest pop star in the country, excluding Taylor Swift. So do whatever you like.
I didn't
Beyonce.
understand Eric's position yesterday, where he was like, "There are people who are in country music that are upset because
Well, they
they're
are.
not getting a chance." Sure, but that's like with everything. That's like, I am a better actor than Brad Pitt, but somehow he's more famous than me. So
Uh-huh.
I don't really see the difference.
Well, it's not okay. I'll try to make it different. I'll try to make you understand. So Brad Pitt's a great actor, right?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I won't use him. James Hetfield from Metallica says, I think I'm going to be an actor. And he becomes an actor and he wins an Oscar and he's up against Brad Pitt. Brad's going to be a little mad because James Hetfield's been in Metallica for 40 years.
Why would Brad Pitt be mad? That's just like
I'm
anybody
just saying,
else
that's
who's
the-
joining acting.
Well, I think it's because Beyonce's been a pop star for so long. She decides, I'm going to be a country star now. She makes a country record. And then all the traditionalists get angry.
The thing is, though, like, she did it well. So if she did it poorly, then it's like, hey, stay in your lane. Like, you can't just do anything you want. You know,
Right.
but she did it really well. So I don't understand why it would be a problem.
The reverse would be Garth Brooks, who's Garth Brooks, but in the 90s, I guess it was, or maybe the early, I don't remember when, he decided,
Chris Gaines.
I'm going to be Chris Gaines, and I'm going to be a horrible pop singer. Now,
And that was
garbage.
horrible.
It was terrible. Now, her
Right.
songs are catchy and poppy, but they're not traditional country songs.
Well, traditional country, no one does traditional country songs.
Well, they still have the structure. Even that guy that we make fun of all the time, Morgan Wallen, sort of has a little bit. But I would say like the Chris Stapletons.
Chris Stapleton's great.
Tyler, what is his name? Tyler no, I'm combining two people.
Sturgill Simpson.
Oh,
Sturgill Simpson.
Sturgill, yeah.
Yeah, Sturgill Simpson. He's a real
Sturgill Simpson's
country
great
guy.
too. You know,
Tyler Childers.
For sure. I have a guilty pleasure for. I know you're going to judge me, but I do have a guilty pleasure for Luke Bryan every now and then. I do.
I don't have a problem with Luke Bryan. He sounds like a country singer.
Yeah, he definitely falls in that category. I think where people get so upset on him is because the full album Cowboy Carter doesn't sound like a traditional country album. Like, for example, like Post Malone came out with.
He's going to bring out the Post Malone now.
Came out
He
with.
loves Post Malone.
Well,
I know he does.
But Post Malone has had a story where he's found success in different genres of music, right? He started off as a rapper, became a pop star, and then came out with the F1 Trillionaire, which is the latest country
Pick a lane.
album. And I think I get it. There are
Elaine Bennis.
there are some frustrating country songs in the album, but there's no doubt that when you listen to it, it is a country album.
Can you bring up that hit from Country Carter?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's
But
called.
this ain't Texas.
Yeah. That's a good song.
Yeah, that one fits.
I
but,
bopped to that song.
but there
Is
there
that
are
the correct term?
Jared?
Yeah.
there are a couple. Yeah, you could bop to it for sure.
Well, I don't know. It's called a bop, right?
Yeah, it's definitely called a bop.
I she-bop to it.
Well, you can talk about that off the air.
It's probably
You do know what that song's about, She Bop, the whole song.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole album. Girls just want to
Yeah.
have fun. She Bop,
Uh-huh.
time
Do I
after
want to go out
time,
with the lion's paw?
time after time.
Oh, I didn't think about that one.
Yeah.
But the song's not about that. You
I
can
don't
just
know.
extrapolate
Here we
it
go.
out
Here's
to that.
Beyonce.
That's funny.
This is fun.
Yeah,
great.
this one definitely fits.
If I were a country program director, I'd play it so I could get the kickback for playing it. Oh, they don't do that anymore.
A little.
Hey, come on, it's not this.
What?
It's not the 80s.
No.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
it's a great song.
Thank you.
That, like I said, I just don't understand why it's.
It's
It ain't
because
and the thunder rolls.
it's because when you listen to the full album,
strikes.
the full album doesn't have that kind of sound to it. There are
Yeah.
a couple of songs that are certainly unique, and that's some praise that Beyonce should get. Is because
Do you think
she
if Elvis
goes,
had lived, he would have done a rap album? If he had lived, he would have been in his 60s and the. Yeah, he would have come into the 60s and the early 90s, 50s.
Yeah, do you
and-
think like Tupac and Elvis?
You would have done disco.
Oh,
that would have been awesome.
he would have done disco.
He would have definitely done disco.
But he also would have done a collab with Run DMC. See, if Elvis had lived, you remove
Sliding
Aerosmith.
doors.
That's right. You remove Aerosmith from the equation.
Yep.
Elvis starts to fade. He's a joke. He's just in Vegas only. He hooks up with Run DMC, and they do a song together, just like that Aerosmith one that saved their career.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, Elvis would still be super. Well, he'd be dead now, but had he done that, had he not, died on the toilet in 1977, he would have done a rap album.
I love it. I think that if anybody could do it, the King could jump over to rap.
John Lennon, he would have done one. Yeah, he would have.
He wouldn't have done rap.
No, what would he have done? Death metal?
Maybe. I would see that more likely than rap.
Would have given Ghost a run for their money.
Everybody can do whatever they want. That's what I'm saying. You cross over.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Like, listen, do whatever you want. If you do it poorly, then I might have some things to say about it. But if you do it well, then you did it well. So I'm not gonna say like country music stars are getting slighted because Beyonce made a country album.
And look, we're all pretending like we can host a radio show without our main host here, and we're doing all right.
Yeah, exactly.
We're fooling some people.
We're going to get put in the Hall of Fame before Eric does.
Oh, that would be now.
I don't
be great.
care.
Especially if it were Autumn too.
I'm gonna spend 20 minutes talking about how I don't care.
I'll never be in the Hall of Fame.
We're talking about music. There's big music drop today. Bieber, after 4 years, dropped his album.
Yeah.
Anybody hear it? Anybody listen?
I listened to a song. It was decent.
What is it? Is it typical Bieber, or is it a little harder?
It was
edge?
poppy. It was a little more
Baby,
like
baby,
Not like that.
I don't know, like a
That's
Bruno
exploited
Mars or a
Bieber.
Maroon 5 kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, good.
I think if there was
That gives me fair warning to avoid it. Thank you. But go ahead.
if there was something positive to take away from the album release, at least we saw Haley and Justin together, his wife. So they have been there've been rumors of them potentially splitting, and he wasn't getting along with his
He's
child.
so rude to her.
He's just an angry guy.
He like shuts the door behind him when she's getting out of the car.
I think he was
like-
made to marry her.
Oh.
That's the conspiracy that I've seen TikToks about.
Just to like combine your fame.
Well, that she's a beard.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Or something like that. Or
he needed the rumors to go away.
Like they forced him to, and he's not super happy about that. And maybe he misses Selena Gomez.
Yeah, well, that I do feel bad for his wife, because my goodness, when you jump onto like her Instagram, anytime she posts on Instagram, everyone's like, Selena will be better for him. Selena Gomez will be better.
Look how skinny I am. So skinny. I'm so skinny. Look at my ribs. You can count them.
That's what I think whenever I see her. She always looks like, what do they call it, heroin chic? They don't say that anymore. But that's what she looks like to me. And he looks like a dirtbag always as well.
He's on drugs. I don't know why he tiptoes around. He's obviously on pills.
Aspirin?
Yeah.
Ibuprofen.
Aspirin, ibuprofen.
Yeah, all the bad ones.
Yeah.
They're not good for your belly.
Advil.
Well, so there's another story in here. We're talking about Beyonce.
Yeah,
somebody got scammed.
Yeah, this is
a hotel? Is this a real thing?
It sure is. This is the Reverb by Hard Rock, right there next to the stadium.
That's a hotel.
It is. It's brand new. So if you haven't been down in the tourist
Reverb.
triangle,
yeah.
If you haven't been in the tourist triangle in a while, it's one of the newer ones down there. And two Beyonce
That's
fans.
on Fulton Industrial.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Two Beyonce fans reported that the hotel canceled their reservations days before the concert. Well, all the 4 concerts.
Yeah. So they canceled it. Did they give them any warning? They just
canceled it. They said that the type of room that they bought essentially was always one that they could just get rid of, and then they took that room and they sold it for quadruple the cost, is what I'm saying.
Well, of course. What? So they must have booked the room through what? One of those travel apps,
like
or
third
something?
party.
Yeah. That's what I assume. It doesn't say they did that, but I'm assuming that's what.
But
they
don't
did.
those when you do that, doesn't it say they have a right to cancel it at any time?
They absolutely do.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that.
As bad as I feel for these two people, I mean, the most annoying thing that I've had with hotels is, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been walked from a hotel before, which is the term when they overbook a hotel.
I've been thrown out.
Okay. Okay. Well, walked
So it's
is
not the same thing.
It's not the same thing. Walked is when they overbook a hotel room and they move you to another hotel.
Okay.
And there was one time where I got moved across town. And I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
not good.
And I'm like, the reason why I picked this hotel is because it was close to the event that we were going to. And I'm like, you can't just put me 10 miles away. Like 10 miles away is not acceptable. That's one of the angriest moments I've ever had in my life.
I can't imagine you being angry and yelling at somebody.
Oh, I was pissed.
I would have.
Okay, let's do it. Ready?
Yeah.
Sir, you're ready to check in?
Yes, I am. I'm ready to check in.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. It looks like your hotel room has been walked. I'm not even sure what that means either. But listen, we're going to send you on a bus. It's going to be at a hotel about 10 miles away.
Actually, we can't do that. So our event is actually tomorrow.
Get out.
And I booked
security.
Come on, get out! I'm gonna drag you to the other hotel. Get in the van. By the way, your girlfriend's pretty.
Yeah, your girlfriend can stay.
Yeah, she can stay.
We can put her to work.
I got a cot.
That's how bad it was.
We have a lot of camping. We got a lot of room to camp downtown, Jared.
I could have done something like that.
People
yeah,
could bring
there's a lot of bridges.
Yeah, there's already campsites everywhere. Bring a tent.
There's a
it's on me. I should have been more
art
prepared.
that casts shadows. You could stay under those.
Art?
Yeah, public art. That they put out. Like statues and
like tags.
Oh, installations.
No, I'm talking about like. Yeah,
yeah. Sleep under a statue. Go to Piedmont Park. Set up a tent. This whole city is open air camping for anyone.
Exactly. So there's at least here in Atlanta now where the issue where I was walked because this hotel was overbooked was in a town like Tucker in Georgia, but not in Atlanta. And
what?
If you were not, it's a suburb of. It was in fine. I'll say it was in Carrollton. It was in Carrollton.
Yeah, why are you tiptoeing around?
That's not a suburb. That's almost Alabama.
Excuse me, Carrollton is the metro area. Thank you very much.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it's part of the metro.
That's like 20 minutes from Alabama.
I know it's still part of the metro though.
Go Wolves.
So I
weren't they the Braves before they were the Wolves?
They were.
Why did they change it?
To be politically correct.
Really? Did they have like a big goofy cartoon Indian mascot or something?
I don't remember it being.
I bet you they did in the 50s and 60s.
Probably.
When you were there or before you got there, it was just the headdress, the profile.
Yeah, I saw some of the older branding before they made them the wolves.
Yeah.
But going back there, there's only so many hotels that are right by the school.
Mm-hmm.
And we booked it, I don't know, I want to say like through the hotel site, probably 6 months in advance.
You're going to have to find another hotel. We're going to put you in Douglasville.
Yeah, that was almost the case. They put me all the way on the other side of town, and we're like, is not convenient to anything that we need to get to.
I understand it's not convenient, but when you booked for this room, unfortunately, we do reserve the right to walk you.
Don't be so nice to him. Get the hell out.
Well,
no, he's supposed to get mad. That's what I was trying to see.
He's not going to. He can't fake it.
Here is what I'm going to do for you, just to make sure. I'm going to tell you this. So, ma'am, who's working the counter right now?
Yes,
I'm going to tell you now. Okay, walking is unacceptable because you would be splitting me from my friends that have already checked into this hotel for this event.
I very much apologize.
For this event. Hang on. I'm not done. And then I'm gonna. And I want to make sure you understand this, that if you end up walking me, that not only do I get refunded, but that my friends that are staying here get refunded as well.
Well, you're going to have to talk to corporate. I can give you the phone number to speak with them.
I'll call them right now. Let's put them on speaker.
Right now, we're going to have to walk you. Thank you.
Let's put them on speaker.
Thank you for calling Discount Crappy Hotel. Can I help you? You seem very happy. Do you have a complaint?
Yeah, I sure do. I'm here at your Super 10 hotel, and
we don't have one of those.
Okay, Super 12. Excuse me, your Super 12 hotel.
Keep the numbers, coordinates are multiples of 4.
Yeah, it's your Super 12 hotel.
I gotta go feed my dog. Can't you hear him barking?
And I'm with your very rude attendant Mildred here.
Mildred's one of my favorite employees. She's worked here for 35 years. Mildred, I'll handle this. Mildred, I'll handle this. Thank you.
Mildred was being.
I just gave him information.
Yes, I understand, Mildred. You're a reward employee. You're a 5-star employee.
I am, and I booked this reservation 6 months ago. You can see in your system here,
right,
6 months ago.
I'm not going to look.
I'm going to need you to look. Well, what's your name, sir?
My name
Pro
is
tip, just pretend to look.
Mildred. Mildred, I own the company. I know how to handle this. Would you please be quiet?
Well, owning the company doesn't mean you're good at customer service.
It doesn't matter. He called me. He's got a complaint.
Okay, bye.
All right, goodbye, Mildred. Jeez, God, now we got rid of her. Listen, I'll send you a coupon for $500. You can stay at our hotel. Listen, we had to get rid of her.
Okay, thank you.
And here's a coupon to go eat some tacos at that donkey.
What did he say?
Mildred, we've solved all the problems. So thank you.
Thank you. You have been such a great help, and honestly, I'd
He's
like
going
to
give you 5 stars on Google.
I'd also. Can I fill out a survey after this?
Yeah, go to Google and do it so everybody sees it.
Okay, I will, and I'm going to let you know.
Thank you, Mildred.
Thank you for taking me.
Bye.
Go Wolves.
That's right, and I appreciate my stay here at the Super 12.
I love how you pretend like it. Why don't you say Super 8? They're not advertising.
It wasn't a Super 8.
They buy billboards.
Yeah, it wasn't.
50 miles, and you can relax in our smoke-scented hotel room.
Spend the night for $29.99.
Bring your own flea spray.
I am curious. How did this work out? Did you get a refund? Did you get what?
Oh, I got the whole thing. So I got, number one, did I get an Uber back and forth from the main, Carrollton area. Not only did I get the Uber back and forth, I got my friend's room paid for that had booked at the same time intentionally, not under the same reservation, but the same book as us. While our room got walked, both of us got refunded, and we had 3 rides back and forth to the town. So it
really was just like the dishwasher. It was like, will you take them? Will you pick up these guys? They won't stop complaining.
Yeah. Uber.
Pretend you're Uber.
Send Dale over there to pick him up. Make sure that he doesn't have. You don't have a meeting with your parole officer today, do you, Dale?
No, I can go after.
All right, so just slap this Uber sign in here.
Yeah, you know what?
Mr. Yamamoto, I am.
Stop doing that accent, Dale. We know you're.
Hey, I'm from somewhere. You don't know.
Douglasville.
So my parents are from somewhere.
Yeah, Douglasville. You're born in. Don't do that accent.
Yeah, this is the last.
Hi, y'all. It's me. I do the dishwashing.
Thanks, Dale.
I'm an Uber.
And that is the last time that I'm staying at that hotel, and I still have not stayed there since that horrible incident. Even though I got money back for
that
me.
Hotel in Carrollton.
Money back.
Never made their required monthly thing ever since.
Exactly.
No.
I every time I drive by
the sign outside of the hotel should have warned you that it's probably not a good place to stay.
Well, it wasn't that kind of hotel. I would say it was
America's best.
It was a mid-scale hotel. Let's put it that way. It wasn't the low-scale hotel, mid-scale hotel.
Okay.
And for them to treat me like that after I had
Man, you're never going to get over it, are you?
had gone through all that trouble and got moved so far away from
Take
it.
a breath.
It still hurts to this day. It's,
Count to 4 and
Sir,
hold it.
your pretend Uber is here.
Shut up, Mildred.
This is Scott Slade, and it's hard to believe I've been on the radio in Atlanta for 41 years. And for most of those years, the great people at Ragsdale Heating and Air have been taking care of their customers. Customers like me, with many employees with the company for 10, 20, even 30 years. When you get that kind of continued dedication to real service from employees who really care, it pays off. Witness over 10,000 five-star reviews from their many years of business. If your AC isn't working right, click RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Going on 3 decades, Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Save big on 6-packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Canada Dry. Right now, select varieties are only $2.99 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
At Ameris Bank, we know that it's never just business when it's your business. I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. Whether your business is looking to optimize cash flow, improve your payment technology, or grow more quickly, my team and I are here and ready to help with a superior level of service, smart banking technology, and local market expertise. I invite you to reach out to my team by visiting amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
Well, I bet it is safe to say you are sick and tired of home services companies that don't show up on time, don't get it right, ghost you then when you need them later. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. I don't have to worry about any of that because I only trust TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. TE Certified is a well-oiled machine with the highest level of communication and follow-up. They're on time, friendly, and fully stocked.
TE Certified, we love your home.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News, weather,
Traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 3:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Vincent Financial. WSB's top local story. You might notice the roads are much more crowded today. Well, get used to it. It's going to be that way all weekend long with thousands of fans in town for Beyonce concerts, WWE, and the festivities on the lead up to the All-Star game at Truist Park Tuesday. WSB's Smilin' Mark McKay notes normal ways to beat the crowds may be rougher than normal too.
We encourage ride sharing, but ride shares also get involved in the traffic around there. MARTA's a good option too, but those trains are going to be heavy trying to get into the heart of the city all weekend long.
One bit of good news, though, the DOT has paused all construction through the weekend to help with the crowds. A Hall County man is behind bars on cruelty to children charges. The sheriff's office says 20-year-old Logan Wayne Hart of Jefferson was under investigation after defects contacted deputies about severe burns on his infant son. Turns out the little boy suffered severe burns, they say, which were consistent with his foot being submerged in boiling liquid. Hart is being held in the Hall County lockup without bond. In addition to more children being diagnosed as pre-diabetic, the CDC's Dr. Christopher Holliday says there's another concerning trend.
After more than a decade of decline, the number of new diabetes diagnoses
are no longer decreasing.
He says new estimates show 1.5 million new diagnoses of diabetes each year now among adults. Layoffs are starting at the State Department. 1,300 employees are reportedly expected to be laid off as part of the reorganization plans. Employees were notified about the reduction in force Thursday and told to report to work with government-issued equipment. Democrats on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee are criticizing these layoffs, saying in a statement, quote, "Now is the time to strengthen our diplomatic hand and not weaken it." President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump are visiting Texas to get a firsthand look at the devastation from last week's catastrophic floods. More than 170 people are still listed as missing. It's now 3:32. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Let's get your drive update now from the WSB 24-hour traffic center and Alex Williams.
Yeah, like y'all are just saying, Veronica, it is already a very slow afternoon into downtown. I expect those surface streets around Mercedes-Benz Stadium to fill up very quickly as we get later into the afternoon with that Beyonce concert. Heading into downtown, we got trouble in the left lane in East Atlanta. I-20 westbound at Moreland Avenue, exit 60, slowing you from Glenwood Avenue. On the south side, a left lane crash in Union City. 85 northbound at Flat Shoals Road, exit 66, keeping the ride slow as you make your way up through Fairburn. And if you're traveling I-85 northbound out of DeKalb in Gwinnett County, starting to see those brake lights fill in as well from 285 up past Jimmy Carter Boulevard into Norcross. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz. Hot and muggy with scattered showers and storms this afternoon. We'll hit 90 degrees. Diminishes pretty quickly as we head towards sunset this evening. For Saturday, 91 with scattered afternoon storms. Tomorrow's rain chance, 40%.
More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Summer is here, so if you're thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hi, it's Chris Chandler, and I'm here with my friend Mark of Mark Spain Real Estate. Mark, I'm always bragging about the guaranteed offer. Can you explain to our listeners why it's the easiest way to sell your home?
Our guaranteed offer is so unique because it allows sellers to receive a quick, all-cash, competitive offer without the hassles of putting their home on the market. There's no showings, no open houses, no stress. We literally focus on what's important to you. A quick sale and maximum profit. We've been in business for nearly 30 years, and we know what matters most at Mark Spain Real Estate. We provide you with the most competitive cash offer in the industry so you can maximize the value of your home. It's that simple.
Thanks, Mark. With over 13,000 five-star reviews, you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. There's no obligation. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Our research shows the number one fear for retirees: uncontrollable economic and market swings. And after the last 5 years, that's totally understandable. But here's the good news. Happy retirees are twice as likely versus unhappy to have a financial plan. A plan can calm those worries. My team at Capital Investment Advisors would love to help your family build a plan you can feel confident about. Just pick a time that works for you at yourwealth.com. That's yourwealth.com.
Heavy rain, high winds, huge hail. Yes, Atlanta, we're in storm season. It's Mark Aram here. You might be faced with a roof repair or a replacement. Do not gamble with any contractor, and there are hundreds of roofers with little to no experience. I want you to trust the experts at Dr. Roof. Trusted name in roofing for over 35 years and backed by their industry-leading warranties. Dr. Roof doesn't cut corners. They're the best at protecting your biggest investment. Dr. Roof, done right, guaranteed.
All right, we're in the middle of Georgia stuff. Jared, you have an open mic.
Yes. This gentleman wants to weigh in on the hotel situation in Atlanta.
Hey, Jared, listen to you on the Von Hessler. But I got an idea. Why not Atlanta have a small green space where people rent out, a spot for camping? Tents and, camping under the stars in downtown Atlanta.
Isn't every city park an open-air camping ground?
Pretty much.
And isn't that probably what he does? 'Cause that's what
Oh, no.
sounds like. I mean,
Sounds like he's working. He's at a restaurant or something. Or
He's got the radio up nice and loud in the
Yeah.
background. Love it.
yeah, and real loud.
Yes, and you can leave an open mic on the WSB radio app, and Autumn will insult you.
No, I'll be less mean.
All right. She's in a mood today. She's like, wow.
Yeah, what is it, Autumn? What's going on with you?
I didn't sleep well, I guess.
No?
Nah.
Tossing and turning, worrying about the
Probably.
billionaires.
Yeah. No. I don't know. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All
Let's
right.
go. I'm
Let's
ready.
go. Hey.
Come on, it's Friday, guys.
Yay. And it's icy day, or Slurpee day.
Slurpee Day. What does that mean?
Yeah, if you go to 7-Eleven, you can get a free Slurpee.
We don't have 7-Elevens here.
Yeah, rub it in.
I have a 7-Eleven Slurpee.
There might be one on some weird off street that you wouldn't want to go down, but if there is, go get yourself a Slurpee.
Yeah.
All right, Jared. More stories from Georgia stuff.
All right, you got it. Kennesaw is moving towards a marijuana decriminalization measure, meaning that they would like to get rid of it. It still has to go through city council, and if they vote in the yays for it, then it would go to a vote in Kennesaw.
So I could totally just go anywhere in Kennesaw and smoke up, and they can't do nothing?
Not yet, sir, but potentially.
No, but I mean,
I already do that.
we both do that already anyway because cops are like so busy with other things,
Yeah.
But like they told us that we had to have a gun, or is that Woodstock? I think it's Kennesaw.
No, Kennesaw,
right?
you have to have a gun.
Kennesaw.
Yeah, we have to have a gun, and so I bought one, and I keep it in the closet, but there's no gun, there's no like bullets or anything.
I know. I don't even know what to do with it.
I
Like,
don't
there's something
either.
about like a safety or something.
I don't even know.
No, put the safety on, guys. Put the safety.
What you do is you buy the gun. You have to own a gun. You put it away, and like you put the ammo, or don't even buy ammo. You could, if like somebody breaks in your house, you have ammo. You can hit them with it.
Oh, like throw it at them?
No, wield it like it's like a bat or something, or like a club.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'll show you
guess.
how to do that because
Okay.
we have that dummy outside. But
Yeah.
before we do that, let's get high. And let's do it on the front porch because nobody can come and get us.
May I suggest something to you, Stoner Steve and Stoner Sally?
My name isn't Steve, bro.
Well, what's your name then?
Steven.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's my bad, Steven. I'm sorry.
Jerk.
I know. Growing up, we called you Steve, but now you're Steven.
Well, I'm Steven. I'm not a little boy anymore.
Okay.
And
Steven.
Stephanie over here, she also smokes.
Yeah, but I like to be
couldn't tell.
called Cheyenne.
She does like to be called Cheyenne because she was out one time in Wyoming, and she
Yeah.
went to Cheyenne, and then she
Well,
also.
I saw my spiritual guide on
Uh-huh.
a journey that I was on.
She was.
You just connected with it.
Yeah.
I just connected, and like the sun was coming up, and I was like,
She ate an entire half ounce of mushroom caps in the Tetons, and she was missing for like a week.
but I went on such a journey though.
I
bro.
know you
Remember,
did.
like I came back as Cheyenne.
I know.
And then like I knew
And then
that
I
I
said-
wasn't me, and like we aren't just us.
And then I said, well, you're doing cultural appropriation wearing that head bonnet. But she took it off, and we still call her Cheyenne, even though it's not her name.
Why are you guys still living at your parents' house in Kennesaw?
Because they left it to us.
Yeah. What?
They moved down to, excuse me, they moved down to Tampa, bro.
Okay, all right. I mean, it just seems to
I've
me
been
that
there, and it's like so hot down there.
I know. They live in the trailer park there, and they ride their three-wheel bicycles around, and they left us their house.
Well, at least you got the house, right? That's kind of nice.
Yeah, but they took the three-wheel bikes.
Oh, I mean, I guess you can't have it all, right?
No.
Well,
Okay, what?
let me at least let me at least suggest something to you guys.
What?
There are other places where you can go where marijuana is decriminalized. Meaning,
Town Center Mall?
No, I wouldn't do it at Town Center Mall.
No, but like the world should not criminalize
I
us for
agree.
something. Like, who
I
makes
agree
these
with y'all
rules,
too. You guys
know?
are right.
When we were in high school, bro, we would go behind the Fuddruckers over there and smoke weed and then go in because kids got free cookies, and we would
Yeah.
always pretend like we were kids.
And I think they knew though.
I know, but what happened to Fuddruckers, man? Why did they go out of business? That
Where's
pla-
Fuddruckers?
I know.
Oh, I
what
want
happened?
a burger so hard
Me
right now.
too. You could put your own toppings on it. You didn't have like some dirty finger guy behind the counter doing that.
I like the bacon jam.
Oh, dude. Let's go buy our own at Publix when the weed wears off.
Let me at least suggest something for you guys. So
you already suggested something.
I know.
Who are you?
I'm trying to help.
Why are you on our porch?
My name's Jared. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you guys.
I'm gonna walk you.
Yeah, walk him right now. Take him to that really crappy Super 8 on the other side.
Okay.
No, don't walk me, please. I've had an experience already.
If only we had a car.
Dang.
Yeah, if your parents had just left you that tricycle, right?
It's not a tricycle. It's a three-wheel bicycle.
Three-wheel bicycle. Excuse me.
God. All right. So
there are other places where you guys could go.
So it's decriminalized. So that means that what? If you get caught, you're not going to get in trouble?
It's not decriminalized yet, but they're.
But if they do it, that means.
If they do it, yes. So it would join Atlanta, Athens, Chamblee, Clarkston, East Point, Forest Park.
I got to tell you, most people in this city who smoke pot think that it's legal already because every morning, and I'm not lying, I'm not exaggerating, every day when I take my son to daycare, there's inevitably going to be a car in front of me where somebody's smoking weed because you can smell it.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe they have a skunk.
No, they do not. I like the way that you're bright-siding it.
You know, maybe there's a dead skunk on the side of the road.
No, it's Cheyenne and Steve, and they're driving that car.
Where I smell it the most, and again, this is nothing against the great delivery drivers out there, but when it's like a Grubhub or an Uber Eats,
sure.
Oh man,
what else are you gonna do? You're driving food to people. You might as well. I mean, just to forget the fact that you're driving food to lazy people.
And again, maybe I'm being
to me.
Maybe
and me.
Maybe I'm being a little pretentious, but when I get my bag of whatever, then I don't want my bag to smell like weed. I don't want it to smell like bag and then a hamburger.
Keep it in the trunk, man.
I know you don't. I can smell everything. I can smell everything on the outside of the bag.
They don't smoke on the way. They just smell like they've got, it's like in their clothes.
I have had people show up because I always meet them in the driveway. I don't want, I don't like, hey, bring it to my door. I meet them in the driveway and I go out and talk to them. Sometimes if it's not dark or whatever, their eyes are bright red.
Oh,
for
like, sure.
Hey, have a great weekend, man.
Yeah. That's interesting that you want to meet them. I tell them, leave it by my door. Don't knock because I have a barky dog. Like, I don't want to have any. And then I wait till they leave and then I go out there.
Well, you're just
like
mean on them.
You're just
person.
afraid of people. No.
Yeah.
I did that when I was a kid and the church people would come around. The ones that wear the white shirts and the black pants and they knock on
those.
Yeah, and they would come around. I would hide because I'd be scared. I thought they would abduct me. I thought they were a cult.
Well.
And then when I got a little bit older, I started talking to them and being condescending about their religion.
Well, I'm sure
they stopped coming around.
Since you were a prankster, I'm sure you started pranking them.
No, I didn't. No, I never pranked people like that. Because
you were more of a phone call pranker.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I could hide behind the phone call. Yeah. So anyway, the question I have is, so you would get a ticket. What do? They just leave you alone?
It would be a fine. If it gets passed, then it looks like it's going to be a $100 fine. And that's pretty much in line with what most cities here in Georgia are doing.
So it just means that you won't get arrested, whereas before you might get arrested.
Correct.
Right. Yeah.
No jail has been eliminated. So
what a stupid, we're going to half be okay with it. It's like, we know that the next step is just legalization. Why do we have to go through this charade?
I'll tell you why.
Decriminalize it.
Because it frees up the police departments to do other things that are certainly more important. So it's like there was a show called The Wire that was set in Baltimore. And there's a story where the ex-chief of police, or I guess he was still the head of some department, his name was Bunny, he talks about how people used to drink their beers on the stoop, which was illegal to drink. So they got a paper bag and they put it in there. And that was the social contract between the police and the person drinking their beer. You have the bag covered up. So there's certain things that are illegal, but the police are just going to turn a blind eye to. Because they're not going to bother chasing around people driving. I mean, maybe driving, but people walking around smoking pot, it's a waste of their time.
Right.
Oh, I agree with you, but I'm saying, why do we have to go through this silly dance of we're going to decriminalize it just so that eventually we can just make it legal?
I think
they're not going to keep it decriminalized forever. It's going to be made legal.
Not here, but I get what you're saying.
I think it's going to be just a gradual process. Sometimes change. Sometimes change takes some time out. It can't just happen just like that.
When everyone in office is old farts, then it does take a long time.
You know what? I'm a sovereign citizen, and I'm going to smoke in my house.
You never was around, but you grew up tall.
Is your summer vacation going to be a week at the beach?
Oh, yeah!
That week at the beach could be yours if you win $1,000 on $1,000 Thursdays.
That's awesome.
It's $1,000 Thursdays on WSB.
Your chance to win $1,000 every hour between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Thursdays.
Listen for the keyword at WSBradio.com or on the WSB app.
You made my life very happy.
Get all the info at WSBradio.com.
Awesome.
$1,000 Thursdays next Thursday
From 95.5 WSB.
where Atlanta wins.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier, the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-700-6898. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-700-6898 or biglou.com.
Hi, I'm Trisha, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where we're all about you, your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Are you looking for a style that's classic, modern, vintage, or something in between? Not sure? At Shane Company, we're here to help. We have so much style under one roof because a friend knows you like options. Drop by or visit us at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Trust is not just a word, it's an experience. When your home needs service, you can trust TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. TE is the company I trust to fix any problem once and for all. Their 5-star customer experience means easy online scheduling, friendly technicians, and a lifetime workmanship warranty, so I can just sit back and relax.
TE certified, we love your home.
All right, I think we have time for at least one or two more Georgia stuff stories.
Yeah, so much is happening, obviously, with the big weekend, and there's even more stuff going on here in the state of Georgia. I feel like in order to set this up properly, in Buford, they're going to be getting one of these stores.
Chuck E. Cheese has opened an arcade for grown-ups called Chuck's Arcade. They feature a combo of new games and the classics as well. Just like with the original, players win tickets and can trade them in for prizes, and there will still be the iconic animatronic characters, but they won't be performing, just standing guard instead. So far, there are 10
As if they couldn't
Chuck's
get any
Arcades
creepier.
open now in malls across the country,
Standing
but the
guard, they have,
company
like,
says
guns.
they have more locations on the horizon. Stacey Lynn, CBS
Keep
News.
playing.
You can't leave until you cash in your tickets. So what is this called again? What is it?
So it's going to be Chuck's Arcade, and it's basically a Chuck E. Cheese for adults. They've
Isn't this
opened,
Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
except it's going to have
The
the
food
Chuck E.
isn't going to be as good.
And the Chuck E. Cheese people are going to be there. This one opened up in Mall of Georgia actually already, so it's open and ready to go.
Oh,
and I mean, I
so
think
we don't have to go all the way to Buford.
Well, Buford is where Mall of Georgia is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess anything about
Buford.
ATL.
Oh, Buford has a large footprint then.
It does have a large footprint, yes. I think this would be fun. I would go to an adult arcade. I'm fine with
If they had classic games. There's one up in I think it's in Kennesaw, or near Kennesaw. But that's a place with a lot of pinball games and old school video games.
Well, you'll be happy to know this one has retro-inspired games like Dig Dug Style, Pac-Man. It's got Halo, too, which is funny, calling Halo old now. That's
Well, it is old. It's like 25 years old.
I know, but that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, how about, what was the first one you said? Dig Dug?
Yeah, Dig Dug.
Yeah, it's like 40 years old.
Yeah.
If they got Pong, I'll go to if they got Pong.
They might have Pong.
That's an easy one.
And I think there was always something really fun about going to the arcade.
Yeah, when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It is fun. Just like a Dave and Buster's is fun.
Yeah. Including
It just
the delicious
feels like
food.
this is not something, this isn't like a new concept. You know, like adult arcade is just,
Well, it's Chuck E. Cheese, right? So most
Yeah.
Chuck E.
Right.
Cheeses are for kids. You know, I haven't been to a Chuck E. Cheese since Greg turned 21, so that'd be Greg Russ. How old is he now? So
you
it's
haven't you haven't, like, none of your son's friends or whatever haven't had a birthday there yet?
No, they go to places like where there's a lot of slides and ball pits
Oh.
and bouncy houses.
Ugh,
There's
so
a
they can, like, be crawling with bacteria afterward.
yeah. I go home and I take a shower in
Bleach.
yeah, something like that. No, there's a new place that I found just by Googling things for kids to do. It's in Dunwoody. It's just a gigantic sandbox filled with Tonka toys. That place is awesome. I was like, I
that's
wish I could.
really cool.
I know. I wanted to get in the sand and play with the Tonka toys too, but I didn't. You have
But
to-
it was full of cats.
no,
peeing
no.
and pooping in there.
Yeah, it's outdoors. Hey, Jared, if you went to a daycare in the 70s and they had a sandbox outside and you found a little thing, I didn't know what they were
Me
until
either.
somebody told me, oh, yeah, that was cat stuff.
Oh, no.
Because all the kids would just pick it up. Oh, what's this? And play with it and stuff.
Yeah. I thought it was like wood chips.
Yeah, we didn't
No,
know what it
I don't
was.
know.
Oh, it rained and it made the sand weird.
Wow, my childhood is scarred because I definitely remember pulling those things out of sandboxes.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely played in sandboxes. I don't remember doing it at school, but I remember the very generic jungle gyms that people would have in people's backyards where you'd have like the first level would be
yeah.
a sandbox, second level would be like a slide.
And not put together well and you fall off and break your arm.
And then, off to the side would be a
Dang,
swing
you had
set.
rich friends.
Yeah.
I just had a swing set.
Yeah. I didn't have a swing
I didn't
set.
have like the wooden like towers of like levels of things.
Believe me, I
They
think
were metal when I was a kid, not wooden.
I think keeping them just a swing set would have been smarter because those things, if they were put together poorly, the whole thing would rock back and forth when you were swinging.
Yes, and I know it's a meme. Oh, they had to put cement around the peg so the thing wouldn't tip over.
Oh, they were like stable on the ground.
But I know it's a meme. We always say that Gen X kids had they're tougher because they played hard. We had a lot of weird toys. I saw something the other day I completely forgot about. It was this tube of this goo that you squeezed onto a straw that was like a swizzle stick, and you got a headache blowing it up. But you made your own bouncy ball.
I
And-
loved those. They stink.
Yeah, well, it was chemicals, and you were breathing it in. You could huff it all day long, and but they were. You would make your own bouncy ball, and in the commercial, it looked like, oh, I made a real bouncy ball. It was just like, I don't know, it was like a balloon that had been behind a heater for a month.
I loved those though.
It was like Crazy Ball or something. I forget. what it was called.
I never had that. That's cool.
Oh, no, they took it off the market because it was poison. And kids would chew on it. I remember seeing kids when it would deflate, would wad it up and chew on it. So they're chewing on the chemicals.
Oh.
So we're sturdy folks here. I would probably go to that place, especially if there aren't kids there, like teenagers, because I'm afraid of them now.
It's a good.
I used to be afraid of them when I was a preteen, And then I was like, I'm not afraid of a teenager. I'm 35. Now that I'm in my 50s, I'm afraid of teenagers again. So it all goes full circle.
And I think it's
They can smell that. Don't be afraid.
I know they can. Hey, sir, I know you're scared.
The good thing is, at least with this one, this Chuck's Arcade, is that it's in Mall of Georgia, and it gives you an excuse to go back to the mall.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, I mean, I can't remember the last time I was in a mall, to be honest. I guess the Sugarloaf Mall, but that's just because Bass Pro Shop is attached to it. That's it.
You could go to North Lake Mall over in Tucker and yell down the hallway and hear the echoes. That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair's summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
It's our 20th anniversary at North Georgia Replacement Windows, and we're celebrating with our biggest sale in company history.
It's Ted and Jonathan. For a limited time, save 25% on beautiful Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows and doors.
Celebrate with us and upgrade your home's energy efficiency, comfort, and curb appeal. Window and door shopping made simple.
Hurry, 25% savings ends July 31st.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah.
What is All Care? All Care is expert urgent care and primary care under a single roof, offering convenience and continuity for your healthcare needs. All Care is a team of physicians and clinicians who know you and your medical history, so they can provide the personalized care you deserve. And with both family and immediate care services offered 7 days a week, All Care means seeing your doctor on your schedule. 15 convenient locations, same-day appointments, and walk-ins welcome. Remember, urgent care plus primary care equals All Care. Learn more at allcare-ga.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
It's 4 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour is brought to you by Hoffman Financial Group. WSB's top story this hour. President Trump is in Kerr County, Texas this afternoon, getting updates from officials and touring the damage from deadly flooding earlier this month. At least 121 people have died. The president weighs in on what he has seen after talking with first responders, as well as victims and their survivors.
Just hard to believe what I've never seen anything like it. A little narrow river that becomes a monster, and that's what happened. But the First Lady and I are here in Texas to express the love and support and the anguish of our entire nation in the aftermath of this really horrific and deadly flood. Nobody has any idea how and why a thing like this could happen.
170 people are said to still be missing, and Texas Governor Greg Abbott says that the search will continue until every single person has been accounted for after this catastrophe. It's 88 degrees now in Midtown Atlanta. Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz says look for a high of 90 today. Scattered showers and storms possible. Lows tonight are just going to dip only until the low 70s. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is coming up. Cobb County Police have arrested a man in connection with a July 4th murder in Austell. Here's a report for you all new at 4 o'clock.
Cobb police say the suspect, 23-year-old Damari Baker, shot the victim 4 times near the 300 Riverside apartment complex after the victim refused to give up his car. Cobb Police Sergeant Eric Smith says Baker is now facing a slew of charges.
He was charged with murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during commission of a crime, and multiple counts of armed robbery.
Investigators say the incident was random. Baker remains behind bars. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
A Cherokee County man gets 20 years with the first 10 years to serve in prison, convicted of burning a small child under the age of 10 with a cigarette. The second-degree burn was spotted by a counselor last year, and deputies' investigation led them to 44-year-old Leor Talker of Canton. A prosecutor says evidence showed that Talker burned the child in anger, pressing a cigarette into the center of the child's back and holding it there. They say it was malice, not a mistake. The first was so successful, they're doing it again, this time bigger. Clayton County Solicitor Charles Brooks tells me hundreds are already signed up for their second annual records restriction event this weekend to clear misdemeanor allegations which block people from student loans, housing, jobs, and more.
Cases were dropped, or in some cases, may have been a conviction, but it's misdemeanors are petty offenses, and they are not intended to harm a person's productivity in society.
300 people already signed up now, but Brooks says they are still taking walk-ins. The event is 9 to 1 Saturday at the Riverdale Town Center. Crowds of fans flock to Atlanta and the city's roads this weekend for a series of mega events.
There are 3 Beyonce concerts between now and Monday at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, WWE Wrestling at State Farm Arena, and Major League Baseball festivities leading up to next week's All-Star Game at Truist Park. WSB's Smile Mark McKay says it's more than just fans of all those events.
Travelers that are passing through Atlanta mixed in with locals, and of course all the folks heading toward the events that are happening at State Farm Arena and at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
And, ride shares and MARTA will both be slower than normal too, but the DOT is helping out by pausing construction through the weekend. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
Some UPS workers have changed locations. 500 employees have been relocated from the UPS office building at 35 Glenwake Parkway in Sandy Springs to headquarters at 55 Glenwake Parkway. Others are being relocated to office space in Alpharetta. The company announced last week it's offering buyouts to drivers for the first time ever amid global trade tensions and rising competition from online companies like Amazon. Budweiser's iconic Clydesdale horses will be in Cobb County today, making all-star deliveries beginning this hour.
The delivery parade is set for downtown Smyrna at the Market Village. Drivers in the area should expect some traffic delays as the 8-horse team makes special beer deliveries to local bars. The route is from King Street to West Spring Street to Atlanta Road to Church Street. WSB Cheryl Castro says the Clydesdales will also be available for fan meet and greets Saturday through Tuesday as part of the R-Star Village located at the Cobb Galleria Center. It's now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. But first, we're going to give you some live team coverage of traffic and weather right now for what is going to be a very busy weekend on the roads all day today and through the weekend, Alex Williams.
Yeah, absolutely, Veronica. And we're already seeing the packed house into downtown. A little bit of better news coming through Buckhead. Had some fire department activity blocking the right lane of the 400 southbound ramp to I-85 southbound. That is since clear, but the brake lights haven't. It's still very slow from Lennox Road. 85 south jams in at North Druid Hills. 75 almost back to Moores Mill, and it's just a long, slow ride trying to make your way down past North Avenue with northbound delays. 75-85 from Highway 166 up past Peachtree Pine Street. Heads up coming up toward the airport from the south side. 85 northbound, you're on the brakes out of Union City from Flat Shoals on Highway 138 area. A lot of that due to a crash that's in the right lane on 285 northbound, the inner loop just north of I-85, and a crash cleared in McDonough, 75 southbound, just past Jonesboro Road, exit number 221. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad, and it's partly cloudy, scattered showers and storms, especially this afternoon. Rain chance for any one spot, 40%, high 90. We'll have a few afternoon storms this weekend, Saturday 91, Sunday 93.
Right now, we are looking at 85 degrees in Peachtree City, 88 degrees in Peachtree Corners, and 88 degrees on Peachtree Street right here in Midtown Atlanta at 4:06. Next news coming up at 4:30, breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine featuring the Doctrinaires today begins right now. Jared, we're going to do some ish.
Yeah, apparently this new James Gunn Superman is getting pretty good reviews despite the immigration story that we had heard earlier in the week.
You know that, we'll get to that in a second because I know what really happened with that. That came after the movie was done. It's not forced into the movie. They didn't ham-fist it in there.
Really?
No, it's just James Gunn talking about the current thing, the current social issue after the fact. Superman, obviously, he's from another planet.
Yeah, he's an alien.
He's an alien, but he's an immigrant to the United States or whatever. And they don't say truth, justice in the American way, which got people upset, but they got rid of that years ago. It's not just this movie. But I've heard that this is a bunch of campy, comic book-like stuff, like the color treatment to the film makes it look like a comic book. I see that there's Super Dog in it, or whatever that dog's name was. I don't remember. Never really read the Superman comic, except for a couple of arcs in the 80s and 90s. But getting good reviews, you say?
Yeah, it's getting good reviews. I mean, so much so that now I'm curious to see it. I know that some of these theaters are offering deals on Tuesdays and Wednesdays to go.
Mm-hmm. What, in the daytime?
I think that it's all day. I don't quote me on that one. It's only select theaters. I don't remember which ones do it exactly, but I know that some are doing deals on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But, I mean, for that cost, I'd be curious in going. I mean, hearing this many people go against it says, I mean, anything could be better than that Jurassic World Rebirth that I saw. That thing was
And that made a ton of money. I think Superman's going to do well and maybe even top Jurassic World. But there's some things going for Superman. It's not an origin story, again. I think Erickson said this in his column today. You don't see Clark Kent's father die again, because that's the story. Autumn,
I
you
want to see an old man grab his
arm. That only happens in the first one. With that's I forget his name, Glenn Ford or something like that.
Yeah.
But this movie looks fun, and as far as these superhero movies go, I tend to like the Disney. I tend to like the DC ones more than the Marvel, except for 2 or 3, like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films that Sony produced. I love those. The first
Are those
two.
the ones where it's like mixed media?
No,
Where
no,
it's
no. They're the ones with Tobey Maguire. The first 2.
Oh. I really like that one where it was like all these different types of Spider.
Oh, that's a cool. That's an animated one. Yeah, that's
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that was really neat.
But then you get into post Iron Man, which was great. There's a couple of good Avengers movies, and then the rest are just like, come on. It's too much noise, too much fighting. It's ridiculous. There's a message.
With the Batman vs. Superman movie, I remember the reason why they stopped fighting is because they realized their mother had the same name,
Martha.
And it was like, stop.
Well,
Get out of here.
That whole fight, that is lifted from the Dark Knight comic book, which really is pivotal if you're into the okay, we're going to get nerdy here for a second.
you know this stuff.
Frank Miller put out The Dark Knight, which was a limited series DC comic. It was a graphic novel. You know, it had the hardback and it had a spine and everything and no staples. And it put Batman in the future as an old man, and Gotham is riddled with crime. And he starts going out being a vigilante, which is against the law. Superman, the government sends to kick his butt. So what Superman does is he builds like a Batman builds an iron suit to fight him, just like in the movie, right?
Right.
And he has kryptonite, which weakens Superman, and Batman beats him up and whatever. But that was taken out of there. And then you also have General Zod, which was taken from the original. And then you have Zod turning into Doomsday, who kills Superman. That's taken from the death of Superman in 93. So there's a lot crammed into those films. But there's Zack Snyder. I like Zack Snyder's stuff. And, you know, if you can get his cut of something, it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, because obviously he had to cut several of his movies down to make them like that one, for example. Apparently it's a completely different film when you see the Zack Snyder cut compared to what was released in theaters.
I saw the Justice League movie and I thought, this is garbage. And then I watched his cut and it was like you were watching a painting, a graphic novel on screen.
See, this is why I think for filmmakers now, there's a big challenge. And that's because with how good these TV shows are now, essentially these TV shows that are coming out now, like I just finished Bear, for example.
You love that show.
I think it's great. I think Bear is great, and that falls into White Lotus as well too. White Lotus is another great show I just finished up as well during this year. But I think the challenge that movies are falling into is these shows are basically like a 8 or 9 hour long movie.
Sure.
And they can give all the details and all the important things that you need to know and to make it flow through the entire thing and make it just so great. The payoff so great at the end, right?
Well,
And
I have a question for Autumn real quick, though, to your point. The two kids, your two children, are they into the superhero movies? Do they like that genre?
No.
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 So that's a problem, because I don't think that Autumn's kids are some sort of outlier. I think that's probably a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, their little kids are into Superman, Batman.
Because their parents are.
Spider-Man. But that's also because, like, a lot of clothing still has those people on it.
Right.
That you get from, like, Target,
Right.
But they're into, like, it's all niched out on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's like they're into specific anime.
Yeah,
or
Miss Rachel.
they're in...
No, not Miss Rachel.
No, that's way
First
too
of all,
young.
they're too old, but yeah. But
Yeah,
nobody
but-
likes her anymore. She likes Palestinians.
Crazy.
She thinks people ought to be able to not get bombed.
It used to be that, like, all of us as kids were seeing the same
Right.
media.
Yep.
And now it's like, Ellie watches, ASMR glass cutting videos, and Pete is watching like compilations of Weird Al or something. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's all over the place what they watch.
Do they ever want to go to the movies, or is it they're just kind of don't even think about the movies?
No, they don't really want to go to the movies. A movie that came out a couple years ago was the Steven Universe movie.
Mhm.
But that's that's a cartoon, that's a TV show. I never got into the movie theaters, but like they want me to watch that with them.
Did they
So
not
it's
like Minecraft when that came out?
They liked the Minecraft movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They liked that.
But they can watch
But
that at
was-
home.
That was real specific too.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Like that was
Yeah.
a game that they played and that they wanted to see. So if you didn't play that game, if you like somehow Minecraft missed you, right? Because you were too busy with Roblox, then you don't, you know what I mean? Like there's
Or
no
being an
Roblox
adult.
movie. So I don't know.
Or being an adult. And I'm not crapping on people that play video games. I know plenty of people my age and older that do. But Autumn's point that she's talking about her kids and my son, like I'll say, hey, do you want to watch this scripted cartoon that I grew up loving? No, I want to watch a kid open Hot Wheels cars for an hour.
Right.
And then he sits there and he goes, I have that one, Daddy. I have that one, Daddy. And to him, that's cool.
It presents.
But that's the problem.
Yeah, it presents all kinds of challenges to directors that want to keep those names alive.
Mhm.
Then, as I was mentioning with the TV stuff, TV can go 9 hours, like a 9-hour movie.
And that's not usually very good, especially if it's on Disney Channel.
Yeah, I mean, and if
But
you
also, yeah, Jared, you're saying that like a TV show can have a lot of time to
Yes.
explain a
Yeah.
plot or to like build a plot.
like
but,
Stranger Things,
I mean,
for example, is like a basically one long movie. In my
no,
opinion.
I understand, but
True, but
movies
that's
have been
different.
doing that for years and years, like decades.
Yeah.
I think
for an hour and a half, and they've made us cry, they've made us laugh, they've made important things in our lives. It doesn't take a 9-hour TV show to be good.
I'm not saying that it has to have the length. I'm just saying that I think it's created a new challenge because not only are like your kids, for example, going and finding new heroes and new things to watch compared to what we all grew up watching, so new content altogether. But I think that as the medium changes and less people are going to the theaters, less people are watching 1.5 hour, 2-hour movies, you have to find some way to change the way that you present it out to the viewers out there, right?
Well,
Like,
eventually, the demographic for moviegoers going to the movie theater is going to disappear, and they're going to have small theaters where they show old movies.
Yeah,
because that would be the
probably.
best way to see a movie. And it's going to be, it's not going to be AI because we're already seeing AI looking like garbage. And the trend for AI, and this is true, YouTube is going to ban AI videos and AI
they are?
voices. Yes, they're going to
Demonetize.
Demonetize. You can still put it up there, but it'll
Oh,
be.
that's interesting.
I love it, and
because
I can't.
it's like low effort.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
And they're gonna.
Okay, cool.
They need to do that on Meta because if you start looking at your feed on Instagram, the first 2 or 3 of the videos are very funny, but then you get to the 100th and it's the same stupid joke, like old people at a grocery store. We'll talk about that when we come back. Let's say hello to Alex Williams, who is following a crash on I-75 near Lake Allatoona. Hi, Alex.
Hey, good afternoon, Tim, Jared, and Autumn. Yeah, we're jammed up 75 southbound this afternoon, unusually slow through Emerson, leaving Old Allatoona Road down to a crash, blocking at least one lane before Allatoona Gateway, exit number 278. Now 75 both north and southbound. Just lots of Friday volume between Marietta and Ackworth, adding to those delays. If you're traveling 85 northbound out of the Chamblee-Dorville area, trying to make your way up into Norcross and Duluth, you're going to find some brake lights from 285 up toward Jimmy Carter. Secondary slow zone Old Peachtree up to 985 in Swanee. How's the ride around 285, Andrew Seco?
Looking a little tough, really into where you're trying to go. Just some volume. Worst of it, 285 east, the inner loop as you're leaving I-85, slow all the way down towards Memorial Drive, exit 41, and north and southbound. In and out of Smyrna Vinings, we're seeing the brake lights, 285 on the inner and outer loop from I-20 all the way up towards I-75. This report sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Find seafood savings at Whole Foods Market. Get 20% off sustainable wild-caught fresh Alaskan sockeye salmon fillets with Prime through July 15th. While supplies last, shop in store or online. Terms apply. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
If it's happening on the streets of Atlanta.
After suspect refuses to exit home on Summer Chase Drive.
If it's happening on the roads leading to Atlanta.
Looks to be a tanker truck crashed into the median on the Jam Cam.
95.5 WSB has you
The
covered.
major culprits squeezing household budgets for auto insurance, gasoline, and utilities.
Your 24/7 news source. Tune in throughout the day to stay up to date.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Americans love using their credit cards, the most secure and hassle-free way to pay. But D.C. politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. This bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and rewards. Corporate megastores will make more money, and you pay the price. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Learn more at guardyourcard.com. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
I love my home, and now I found a company that loves it as much as I do. TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. It's Chris Chandler here. These folks have done work in my home, and boy, it didn't take long to realize I could trust their expertise, their attention to detail, and what I think you'll find, just as I did, an amazing level of service. TE Certified has more than 20,000 five-star reviews, and it's been serving Atlanta for decades.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Where do you think you're going with that loaf of bread?
To feed the ducks.
What ducks?
In our pond.
What pond?
If you see pooling water in your yard, you've got a leak. Call Delta Plumbing, the educated plumber. With over 50 years experience, they are the leak experts. Using state-of-the-art leak detection technology, they'll find and fix your leak without guessing games.
How fast can you get here?
Leak detection at educatedplumber.com. Problem solved.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by the results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
When it comes to your home, quality is crucial. Trust the Plus. Painting Plus. The Plus means siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and of course, painting.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus and the Plus family of businesses. Quality comes first. We have the most experienced exterior craftsmen in the industry.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Oh, we're in the middle of Ish, so let's get some more Ish.
George Clark's going to love this one. This is written by Caitlin Tiffany over at The Atlantic.
She's good.
She's very good.
She has two first names.
That's how you know she's good.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy theorists are turning on President Trump.
Oh, no. What happened?
They're upset. They feel like
they fueled my entire campaign. I love guys like George Clark, who was
maybe a little bit worried about me last time, and he supported me very strongly this time. That's why I like him so much.
I kind of turned on MAGA before this last.
Now here's my
election,
problem.
but
You call it MAGA.
now
Why don't you
everybody's
call it
catching
MAGA?
up.
Why don't you call it MAGA? You always have to say, "Oh, it's MAGA." I never hear anybody.
MAGA.
Is it MAGA or MAGA? It's MAGA.
I don't know. Is it MAGA?
MAGA. See, that's why I'm glad he left me. I'm glad he doesn't care. He probably.
You don't need him, right?
Well, I mean, who is he going to vote for? Kamala Harris or me? I mean, come on.
I got to the booth and I didn't pull the trigger on
You
either.
didn't pull the trigger. Well, that's too bad. I mean, I did so overwhelmingly well in Georgia that I could do anything I want, like I'm doing right now. Everything I promised. Promises made, promises kept, right, George Clark?
Yeah, no foreign war. Oh wait,
What war are we in? What war are we in? Tell me a war.
yeah, what war?
Are we in a war? Are we in a war? Autumn, you hate me, but are we in a war? Answer
Technically
truthfully.
not, I
Okay,
guess.
technically, I win on it.
On the technicality.
Technicality.
You
So
win.
why do these nut jobs and losers hate me now?
They're just upset with the inflation trends, with war.
Oh, inflation, like they care about that. Eggs are down, gas is down. You could fill up your car and go get all the eggs you want.
So there's a couple of bright spots there.
Make a cake. You make a lot of things with eggs. You can have an omelet now.
People make the argument about the border. They said that you're doing a good job at the border.
Great border job. But let me get back to the eggs. If you can't afford the ham, get bologna. Make a Denver omelet with bologna.
But people are very upset with you about the Epstein files, especially the
I
conspiracy
mean, why are you
theories.
talking about that guy? That guy was a scumbag. He's a terrible scumbag, and nothing to see here. Pam Bondi isn't holding everything hostage from my guys, Dan Bongino and Cash Patel, who pretty much, made a lot of grifter money on YouTube.
Now, here's something interesting, Mr. President.
What could be more interesting than me speaking?
Well, you're right. Excuse me, Your Majesty.
No, you don't have to call me that. I was elected. I would love that. It would be great.
I know.
Wouldn't you love to be King George?
You would love to be called that, wouldn't you?
King George right over here. There's never been a King Donald. King Don the First.
King Don the First. Now, Alan Dershowitz, are you familiar with this?
Oh, I know him. He's a lawyer.
Yeah, he is. He's a lawyer.
He represented Klaus von Bülow, and they made that great movie about him. Well, guy got an Oscar for it. Fantastic.
Well, with the Epstein list, he dropped this bombshell
Let's
earlier
hear it.
today.
Okay, let me hear
So
it.
again, there might be something here. There might be a there.
Let me tell you, I know for a fact documents are being suppressed. And they're being suppressed to protect individuals. I know the names of the individuals. I know why they're being suppressed. I know who's suppressing them. But I'm bound by confidentiality from a judge and cases, and I can't disclose what I know. But I hand to God, I know the names of people whose files are being suppressed in order to protect them. And that's wrong.
This is all regarding the Epstein case.
Release him anyway.
Are you allowed to say, I can't say a thing, but I have that thing?
Yeah, I don't think you
isn't that-
are.
Yeah.
Th-
Isn't
put
that
a book-
against the whole point?
Yeah, hang on. Put a bookmark on that because I want to ask George Stein when he comes in.
Okay.
If you say, I know everything, but I can't tell you.
Yeah, that's the
Tell us
the
anyway.
point. Yeah. You may as well. You just did.
Yeah, hand it to, drop it on the floor in front of one of your staffers and let them pick it up. And
It's like,
where did this come
oops.
from?
Yeah, it does raise an interesting question. I do feel like with the Epstein stuff.
What about it?
My whole
I
thing
never
is-
went there, by the way. I never went to that island.
My-
And those girls were hot. I mean, well, wait a minute. I mean, the ones who were 18.
My whole thing is that there's so many other issues, right?
Beautiful, like the border and the eggs.
It's important. It's important to get to know the truth as to what happened.
Right, the border's closed, the eggs are down. What more do you want?
That's the truth.
I don't want any war.
Bibi came and said, you should get the Peace Prize for lowering the price of eggs and closing the border and also bombing the Iranians.
Yeah, well, you could make the argument for that case.
That's right. I said that, Mr. President. You're the best man ever. Can we have more bombs and money, please?
That's exactly what
Beautiful,
you want.
here you go.
BB, you definitely want some more there. But
You're not allowed to call me BB. You're not my friend.
Oh, I'm not. How am I
Prime
not your
Minister
friend?
Netanyahu, please.
Excuse me. I have always firmly supported Israel.
That doesn't matter. You address me properly.
Okay, BB.
Okay, thank you, baby.
Oh, shoot.
Now,
You're a certain type of guy on a webcam. Go ahead.
Dershowitz wasn't done.
Out of curiosity, without names, are
This
these
is Sean Spicer.
politicians, business leaders, both?
They're everything. And let me tell you, a lot of them are, at least one of them is somebody who was accused. Others are accusers. And the judges have said, if somebody calls themselves a victim, we're not going to give any information about them. But they may not be victims. They may be perpetrators.
Well, look, nobody cares about the Epstein list. George is done caring about it. Jared's done. Shut up, over there. Turn his microphone off. We're not caring about it anymore. You know what we care about right now?
What do we care about?
Tossing it to Alex Williams, who says that it is stacked and packed through downtown.
That is correct, Tim, and it's going to stay that way throughout the weekend with all the events going on. Right now, you're looking at close to a half hour out of Buckhead on 400 southbound from Lennox Road where it jams in all the way down to I-20. 85 slows around North Druid Hills. 75 approaching Howell Mill, Northside Drive, and no better traveling northbound. 75-85 northbound slow from Langford Parkway up to Peachtree Pine Street. Still got the traffic lights flashing red on Cheshire Bridge Road at La Vista Lindbergh. Make sure you treat that intersection as a four-way stop. With a check of the ride on I-20, it's Andrew Seco.
Starting to pack in I-20 east and westbound in and out of the Stonecrest area. Seeing the brake lights from 285 all the way down towards Evans Mill Road, exit 74. Smooth inside the perimeter, and we're starting to see the brake lights either direction, I-20 east and westbound between Lithia Springs and 285. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic on 95.5 WSB.
Summer is peak hosting season, right? Don't let a grimy house keep you from having company over. It's Chris Chandler, and Wise Guys Pro Wash got my place clean and bright and guest ready in just one day. They handle everything, house and deck, driveway, even my dirty roof, and their soft wash kept everything safe. No paint peel, no damage, just clean. If you got people coming over this summer, be sure Wise Guys Pro Wash comes by first. Mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off at wiseguysprowash.com. Book now before they fill up.
If you have been in a car accident in the past and have settled your case, I may have some good news. Some unethical lawyers have people known as runners who come directly to your hospital room or home and solicit your case. It's a disbarable offense. Anyone that would hire these scumbags needs to have their heads examined. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Now for the good news. If this happened to you, we will sue these lowlifes and fight to get all your fees back. And then look and see if these bottom feeders also malpractice your case and sue them for that too. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Visit forthepeople.com for a free consultation or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. If someone does this to you, call the Bar Association and report them. Let's fight these bums. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business, powering possibilities.
Now through July 21st, new customers can get started with 300 megabit internet and Security Edge for $69 a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card for your business. Call and switch to Comcast Business today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
What is All Care? All Care is expert urgent care and primary care under a single roof, offering convenience and continuity for your healthcare needs. All Care is a team of physicians and clinicians who know you and your medical history, so they can provide the personalized care you deserve. And with both family and immediate care services offered 7 days a week, All Care means seeing your doctor on your schedule. 15 convenient locations, same-day appointments, and walk-ins welcome. Remember, urgent care plus primary care equals All Care. Learn more at allcare-ga.com.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer. With experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
4:30, I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by QC Kinetics. WSB's top local story. A fun-filled weekend in Atlanta means a traffic-filled interstate for you.
Boy, this is going to put a lot of pressure on the downtown connector.
That's Smile and Mark McKay talking about fans converging in Atlanta for 3 more Beyonce concerts, Friday, Sunday, and Monday nights at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Then we'll see WWE fans enjoying wrestling action at State Farm Arena. And don't forget, Major League All-Star festivities around Truist Park leading up to next Tuesday's game. Smilin says it won't be just the highways busy either.
Of course, the surface streets, wow. They will be gridlocked at times as folks try to get in and out of there.
The DOT, though, is thoughtfully suspending construction for the packed weekend, so at least there won't be any construction delays. President Trump and the First Lady visiting Kerrville, Texas today in the wake of deadly flooding in the state. 121 logged dead, more than 170 are still missing.
They're still looking, and they'll find everybody, but it's not an easy thing. You would think it would be easy. It's very tough. I looked at what they're going through, what they have to do.
Now, even as the people remain missing, the governor there, Texas Governor Greg Abbott, is vowing that the searchers will not give up until everyone has been found. The White House says the president was meeting with first responders today before receiving a briefing from local officials. Today, the president says that he has, quote unquote, fixed FEMA since he's come into office. The Securities and Exchange Commission now says a Newnan-based financial institution was just a Ponzi scheme.
The SEC has filed charges against Newnan-based First Liberty Building and Loan, alleging that it defrauded 300 investors of at least $140 million. The SEC complaint alleges that First Liberty's owner and founder, Edwin Brandt Frost IV, used investor funds for personal use, including for credit card payments and family vacations. The company abruptly closed its doors on June 27th, announcing it would end operations and cooperate with federal authorities. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
From Cobb County, police arresting a person in connection with that July 4th shooting, which left one man dead at an apartment complex in Austell. Sergeant Eric Smith tells WSB that investigators find 23-year-old Damari Baker was the one who shot and killed the victim, and it was just a random carjacking.
He was charged with murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during commission of a crime, and multiple counts of armed robbery.
Baker remains in the Cobb County Jail. The FBI in Atlanta goes after video game pirates.
They use domains like PS4 Package or Game to You. The agency says it's dismantled several websites responsible for releasing pirated copies of popular video games days or even weeks before their official release date. The feds say it's big business for these criminals. During a 3-month period earlier this year, users downloaded 3.2 million games, resulting in $170 million in losses. The FBI's Atlanta field office's Dutch investigators helped with the takedown. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
A former Marine reservist is on Texas's most wanted list today in connection with the ambush on a police officer outside an ICE detention center a week ago. There's a $35,000 reward offered now to find Benjamin Song, who's believed to be among the heavily armed people who lured a police officer to the center south of Fort Worth and then shot and seriously wounded him. An honor student who was just about to graduate from a community college on New York's Long Island is thrown into an ICE detention facility in Louisiana. Dr. Dante Morelli at Suffolk Community College says Sarah Lopez Garcia has a 3.9 GPA and no criminal record.
This just flies in the face of the narrative that we've been told, that ICE detentions and ICE raids will only be for those who are convicted of a crime.
Her fiance says ICE agents came to her and her mother's apartment claiming they were looking for someone else, but detained both of them instead. It's 4:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. To the WSB 24-hour traffic center we go, where Alex Williams is kicking off this afternoon's Triple Team Traffic.
And we're going to refresh our ride to the northern suburbs. Veronica, 85 northbound. You're on and off that brake pedal, leaving 285 out of Doorville, trying to make your way out to Jimmy Carter Boulevard and Norcross. Then just a little bit of sluggish volume as you head up toward Duluth. You slow again into Swanee from Sugarloaf Parkway up to I-985. Had a stall 400 southbound right around Northridge Road, exit 6. That quickly cleared out of the left lane. A few brake taps northbound through Alpharetta, clearing Windward Parkway. What's the story on I-75 northwest of town, Andrew Seco?
Seeing the brake lights back towards Emerson, 75 south, DOT telling us of a crash in a right lane towards Emerson-Altoona Road. Extra minutes of commute time as you're heading closer into Ackworth. Northbound, seeing some stoppage backing you towards Kennesaw, just north of Chastain Road, exit 271. If you're in a hurry, you may want to hop on Highway 41. From the Cool Rig Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz. Hot and muggy with scattered showers and storms this afternoon. We'll hit 90 degrees. Diminishes pretty quickly as we head towards sunset this evening. For Saturday, 91 with scattered afternoon storms. Tomorrow's rain chance, 40%.
Right now, it's 87 degrees in Stockbridge, 87 in Snellville, and 90 degrees now on Peachtree Street in Midtown Atlanta at 4:35. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Steel Horse Law knows your bike is made of steel, but your heart is made of gold. SteelHorseLaw.com.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
That spot on the ceiling, it's only gonna get worse. Hey, it's Dave Baker from my experts at Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Findlay now has 0% financing available, so it's even easier to get your roof replaced. FindlayRoofing.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LIKE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LIKE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LIKE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
All right, we're still in the middle of Ish. Georgie, were you able to get that project?
Yeah.
Okay. Top secret. Jared doesn't know about it.
Ooh.
Just wait and see.
Well, speaking of George wants us to do this story.
Yeah, I'm seeing it from Wired here. Apparently
Well, hang on one second. The media people, the people in radio, definitely the people on social media, and I'm talking about talk radio, not like country, whatever. But the Epstein story is really, 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 really big. And you're supposed to talk about it, and you're either supposed to be outraged or pretend that you don't care, even though you really are outraged. But really, outside of our little media bubble here and the social media bubble, people aren't thinking about it at all.
Yeah, it's probably, even as plugged in as I am, it's probably like the 12th most important issue, like nationally, even lower than that.
High.
Yeah, for you, well, okay, Trump, you have been very distant. Why would you ask a question like that?
It's out. We don't care. Nobody cares. There's no list.
Well, this Wired story is a little concerning here, if true. Apparently, the metadata shows the FBI's raw Jeffrey Epstein prison video was likely modified, Mr. President.
Oh, well, they'll say that about anything, won't they? What are you going to say, Autumn?
Well, it's just, of course, whatever.
Well, who's obviously? Listen,
I love that response. I honestly, that's how it's like. Oh, here we go.
I think
know.
Anybody that's paid any attention to this story since it broke, however many years ago, we had that one trial, got out of jail, then he had another trial, didn't get out of jail. Well, he got out, but on a gurney in a bag, but. No one believes that there isn't a list of names someplace on a hard drive or in a little black book or in a file or on a CD or a thumb drive. Nobody doesn't believe that there are videos that were taken to blackmail people or to put people in a compromised position. Nobody believes that, okay? You can say it all you want. You can be Kash Patel, who a month or so ago told Joe Rogan with a straight face, yeah, Epstein killed himself. I saw it. And Dan Bongino, I saw it. Meanwhile, they spent 4 years, maybe even a little bit longer, grifting on YouTube and other platforms, Rumble, making money off of people. And they got into these positions, and Eric has talked about this. They got into these positions, high positions of power in the Justice Department underneath Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi is a swamp creature. She did well. She is. She's one of those swamp people. You know, she's in the swamp.
I just
She-
like the idea of her being a swamp.
Well, she did. She came out of a swamp. She looked like
Yeah.
the Swamp Thing, and then she got struck by lightning and turned into a beautiful lady. Anyway, but nobody believes it. Nobody believes Trump, and all those people now. I think if Musk can position the grift the right way, can bring them to the America Party. Now you shake your head in there. You think the America Party is a good idea?
No, I don't. I think that's going from the pan into the fire.
Yeah.
Personally.
The first policy point that Elon Musk brought up this week after he said, all right, we're going to make the party. So we're going to make the party. And yes, we will release the Epstein files. No, you won't. You won't. You won't have any access to them. What it's going to take is a whistleblower or somebody in the department who can get them and leak them out. That's the only way they'll ever get out.
My whole thing is when you put out information, like I guess it was 10 hours of security footage, right? And I just have to ask for those, especially, and George, this kind of falls in your camp a little bit here. At what point will you be happy? Because even if the truth does come out, and
when you
let's
see
say
Hillary walk in there and put the noose around his neck. Right,
I
Hillary?
mean, when they release the entire footage except for, then that's when it's like, well, then why the except for?
Yeah. Well, why don't they release the footage of the guys or the names of these guys? Alan Dershowitz, we just played it in the last half hour. You know, high-profile lawyer. There's a movie about him called Reversal of Fortune, which is a fantastic film, by the way. Jeremy Irons won an Oscar.
I got to check it out. I haven't seen it yet.
You've never seen that movie?
I have not.
You never probably have heard of Klaus von Bülow. Most of the people listening probably have never heard of Klaus
I have
von
not.
Bülow. Yeah. He killed his wife with insulin and got away with it thanks to Alan Dershowitz.
I mean, they just dropped this memo. They said, forget all about this. There is
Nothing
no
to see
blackmail
here.
ring. He's never worked for intelligence. You're never going to get what you think you might think is there.
But you have to connect the dots.
Yeah,
and when you connect
exactly.
the dots...
so that's fishy because,
Yeah.
like we've said, these people, built their whole career kind of talking about, or a lot of their career talking
Sure.
about this thing. Then they tell you just not to ignore it, and then this happens. You get the raw footage, and it's got metadata that says it's been edited, and it's two different videos stitched together. And it's not like it doesn't. You can't put them in jail or say, "Oh, we finally got you." But it's just another weird thing in an already very strange case.
Yeah. You're driving to work and you get a flat tire. Are you going to get out and start beating on your car with a tire iron like I have done? No. But
it depends how angry you are.
Well, it's
yeah.
hot that day. Autumn knows. I have a little bit of a temper, but I have suppressed it, and I've learned how to let things go. You got to take a deep breath. You just have to accept things as the way they are. And in this case, you have to accept that you're never, ever, ever, ever going to get any of that information.
So I guess maybe I didn't frame my question correctly. My question about this case in particular is it possible that
to believe that
to really think
the
that
narrative?
to really believe that nothing happened? And I think for conspiracy theorists that's the issue that I have with them is that when you do argue I guess what the common person thinks about whatever conspiracy it is, whether it's JFK, whether it's not Cloud Sea, but just weather machine, whether it's this here, the Jeffrey Epstein.
Space lasers.
Yeah, space lasers, the Epstein list, you name it, and you argue what the status quo is. At what point,
It's
how
not
much...
just a memo. When you show us this is how he made his money, this is what he was doing with these
how did he get
famous
rich?
people and these hedge fund managers and bankers.
Yeah,
and,
who paid him?
Yeah, and who why was Les Wexner funding seemingly funding his operation? It's a memo. So it's just saying don't think about this anymore. This is not.
Yeah, I don't love the response from the Department of Justice. By the way, I'm just.
But that's what it would take.
Yes.
Is
Okay,
an
so-
actual explanation.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
You
you
have to have
you
that
just feel like you
explanation.
just need even more. But you would be, if you got that information and there was still nothing there, would you be content, George? Would
Yeah,
you be-
if they said, this is what he was doing with these people, this is how he made his money, this is why the Israeli prime minister was going to his apartment, then yeah, that's
Wait a minute. No, we don't know that, do we?
that's there's articles about
The current one or
no,
a previous one?
previous one.
Okay, well, that's all right then.
But that's what people want.
I just have never heard that. I didn't.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many facets to this
Bakar.
case.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. There's nothing you can do about it.
And I feel like there's so many more important things. Again, it's not.
I agree with Jared 100%.
Trump, hold on a second. You're not off the hook with me yet.
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm not giving you an out here, buddy.
No, we've already talked about it. The border and the eggs.
I know.
You're welcome.
The border and the eggs. I am happy about.
Totally destroyed every Iranian nuclear thing ever made, ever.
I want to know the truth with what's going on with the Epstein case, but I definitely put it.
I told you the truth.
Lower.
It's over. It's over. Keep it down there in the low end.
So what's going on with this other story here? Since we're talking about you right now, you're apparently going to hit Canadian imports with a 35% tariff. What is your deal with Canada? What's going on here?
I don't like them. Justin Trudeau tried to pick up my wife right in front of me, and for that they will eternally pay.
This guy Carney, their new prime minister, he's trying to work with you on things.
How can you work with a guy that runs a roller coaster at a cheap carnival that travels around? That's his name, right? Carney.
Carney.
Come on, change your name.
Hey,
You're not a Carney.
he's trying to work.
So
with
there's new tariffs I was unaware of.
Yeah, so this is this just came
what
out today.
products?
Again, Canadian imports. 35% tariff. So
Maple syrup.
Yeah, maple syrup will be impacted.
Maple
I guess
candy.
Crown Royal.
You can
will
make
be
all of that here.
Yeah, all that stuff can be made here. So I at this point, I'm starting to not feel as upset with our Canadian neighbors. But he is.
Why would you ever be upset with him?
No, you're not upset with them at all, Jared.
Yes. You're not upset with them.
Except for the treatment that I got through their security coming back into the U.S. That was ridiculous. They were definitely targeting me as an American.
Who?
Did you walk?
The
Yeah.
Canadians were?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
What were they doing?
I told you guys the story on
Oh,
air.
they were looking through all your bags and giving you a
They
hard time?
checked me 3 times. They made me go through.
No one gets out of here with our maple syrup, unless you pay.
right.
Apparently, I went
You're not
through.
leaving with our seeds.
First off, their rules didn't make sense at their airport, and you couldn't go into security too early because then it would overcrowd the airport. But the
Well,
security
they're polite
line
up there. They like order.
The security line then took like an hour and a half to go through. They made me put my bags through like the typical X-ray belt and everything and go through security.
Sure.
But then they made me physically open my bag 3 times and go through it 3 times. And at this
Because
point,
they got the good up there, and they don't want you taking it out of the country.
I guess so. The last guy that saw me, the second guy, he told me he saw what the person that checked me before and then checked me again. So they were jerks to me.
Well, at least
Absolute jerks.
At least he didn't put his hands on your pants like the TSA does. Alex Williams is checking the ride around 285.
Yeah, Tim, we just found some new trouble on 285 northbound, the outer loop over on the east side as you make your way up through Decatur into Clarkston. It's a crash, partially in the left lane, 285 northbound, Glenwood Road, exit 44. Some brake lights back toward Flat Shoals Road. Now 285 southbound, the inner loop on the east side. Toughest part of that ride starts in Tucker, right around North Lake Parkway. As you head down to East Ponce, 285 westbound, the outer loop on the north side of town. You slow from Ashford Dunwoody Road over to Roswell Road, then just moderate volume on and off the whole way. 285 west and southbound through the I-75 interchange there, passing Truist Park, down to I-20, the West Freeway. Checking the ride through downtown Atlanta with the help of Andrew Seco.
You're slow leaving East Point, 75-85 northbound. The brake lights catch you Lingford Parkway, slow all the way up into Midtown southbound. The brake lights catch you all the way leaving Buckhead on 85 proper, and you're slowing to going all the way down towards I-20. From the Coolway Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Topical.
I feel for you if you've been working from home.
Local.
They're suing the landlord. The lawsuit filed in Cobb County Superior
Getting
Court.
you through your
It's good
morning.
stuff for this show. It's good stuff for the radio station.
Mark Arum.
That's about all I ask.
Mark Arum.
Monday at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Summer is stacked with festivals, ball games, concerts, and special events. Our roads are already jammed. Mix in these crowds of partiers, things can really get dangerous. Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay. If a negligent driver crashes into you, don't go it alone. You need the guys I trust, the strong arm, John Foy and Associates. With zero upfront costs, they'll protect your rights and your wallet against big insurance companies that want to pay you as little as possible. Call 24/7 for your free case evaluation, johnfoy.com.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through July 21st, new customers can get started with 300 megabit internet and Security Edge for $69 a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card for your business. Call and switch to Comcast Business today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once-yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Well, I bet it is safe to say you are sick and tired of home services companies that don't show up on time, don't get it right, ghost you then when you need them later. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. I don't have to worry about any of that because I only trust TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. TE Certified is a well-oiled machine with the highest level of communication and follow-up. They're on time, friendly, and fully stocked.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Time for a little bit of more-ish before the top of the hour. Now, Jared, I asked you to find this story because I'm noticing that, you know who JoJo Siwa is, right?
Yes, I've seen her on TikTok, and then she was involved with Nickelodeon or something.
Was she? Autumn, you know a lot about this girl, don't you? A woman?
It might have been Nickelodeon, but she was on Dance Moms.
Dance Moms.
That's
okay.
what it
As
was.
a kid, right? And then she got famous?
Yeah.
All right. And she's a singer. She's an influencer. Very, very wealthy, I'm sure. She was just in the news recently for being on a reality show.
Big Brother.
Yeah, Big Brother, where Mickey Rourke, the actor, hit on her and said some disgusting old guy things to her, and then he got thrown out. And then after that, she told everybody that she was no longer a lesbian and she had a boyfriend now.
Yeah, she's changed her sexuality twice, right?
I don't know about twice. I know about once. So what's the story? She has a new song out, which is a cover of a famous song from about 45 years ago.
Yeah, she has a cover of Betty Davis Eyes, and she is being shaded.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, JoJo.
Hey, guys. I'm just so excited to be here. I love this show.
What made you pick this song? Because we do have a little bit in the story that I want Jared to cover, but what made you pick...
cool.
What made you pick Betty Davis Eyes?
Well, have you heard my voice?
Yeah, it's beautiful, yeah.
It sounds a lot like that song, so I decided to go for it.
I don't know about that.
Check it out.
Yeah, what does Kim Carnes have to say? Don't play it yet. What does the singer have, the original singer have to say?
She is. I actually have not seen a quote from her at all, but she is
seemingly.
She's fine with it then.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people are not happy with it altogether, but here's the original here.
Okay. Okay. Sweet. Okay, gravelly but good. Huge song, Jared. This was a #1 for like 6 or 7
I don't think I've heard this.
Never?
Really?
I don't think so.
You'll know the hook here.
Oh, it is 45 years old. All right. I love that song. I've always loved Kim Carnes. No? What do you have?
Here's JoJo's version.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Oh, JoJo.
Oh, that's not good. All right, you can shut it off. JoJo, why?
Hey!
Yeah.
Is it good?
No.
Oh, I thought it sounded really good.
You know, the difference between those two, other than the first one being good and the second one not being good, is that Kim Carnes didn't use auto-tune.
Oh, when you really listen to JoJo Siwa's,
Yes.
there's like so much you should use auto-tune to just slightly correct.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of correction going on. Jared, there's so many videos now going viral on TikTok and other places of people mocking her.
It really hurts my feelings.
Yeah, you go cry and blow your nose with the money.
And I'm seeing that Kim Carnes wrote, she said, there is a difference between singing a song and embodying it. I've always believed authenticity is what makes music timeless. Ooh,
but there's nothing about me that's authentic.
Yeah.
Because I was.
Poor JoJo.
Hey, listen, I was exploited as a kid forever.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry to hear that.
JoJo.
Hey, it was fun.
Why don't you have a kid and force your child to do dancing and then, just keep the cycle going? Alex Williams says delays on I-75 are getting worse through Stockbridge.
Yeah, that's correct, Tim. 75 southbound is jammed from Highway 138 exit 228 down to where they just now got a crash off to the right thanks to the help of the Hero units at Hudson Bridge Road exit 224. 75 northbound, though, it's a brake light battle out of Locust Grove from Bill Gardner Parkway up toward Jonesboro Road. 85 northbound, still seeing a few brake lights out of Fairburn and Union City heading up to the south side perimeter in the airport. What are things looking like in the northern suburbs, Andrew Seco?
Looking a little slow. 75 north and southbound between Ackworth down towards Kennesaw. Some earlier trouble. Still leaving brake lights back into Emerson on 75 south. 400 working well, but 85 northbound, some scattered brake lights still leaving you on and off that pedal from Norcross into Duluth all the way up past Sewanee. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier the better. That's where Virtual Imaging comes in. Virtual Imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your Virtual Imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey, if you got weekend plans, make sure your home is ready for them. I called Wise Guys Pro Wash and boom, the house, driveway, and patio were spotless. They even cleaned the roof. I didn't even have to be home. They are truly professionals using the top equipment in the industry, and their soft washing kept my home safe and damage-free, and the results, incredible. Wise Guys has more than 2,000 five-star reviews, and I know why now. So mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off your next service. Book today at wiseguysprowash.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
It's 5 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air, WSB's top local story. Downtown Atlanta, we all know, is typically busy on the weekend, but you know, it's going to be extra crowded over the next few days.
Boy, this is going to put a lot of pressure on the downtown connector.
That's because of Beyonce concerts through the weekend at Mercedes-Benz Stadium and WWE wrestling at State Farm Arena. We're already seeing some major league events as well ahead of next week's All-Star game at Truist Park. WSB Smiler Mark McKay says there will be some relief on the roads, though.
DOT has confirmed to us that they're going to suspend the road work because of everything that's happening in the downtown area.
That's through the weekend. He says MARTA remains a viable option to avoid the traffic, but the trains will likely be extra busy as well. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 89 degrees here in Midtown Atlanta. Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz is forecasting more scattered showers and storms possible, with highs today around 90, lows tonight 72, and the scattered storms and showers come back again tomorrow. How long will that last? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast is straight ahead. Cobb County Police have arrested a man in connection with a July 4th shooting at an Austell apartment complex.
23-year-old Damari Baker is facing multiple charges, including murder, aggravated assault, and armed robbery in connection with the Independence Day shooting at the 300 Riverside apartment complex in Austell. Baker is accused of shooting the victim 4 times after he refused to give up his car. Cobb Police Sergeant Eric Smith says,
"It appears that it was a random carjacking, that there was no connection between the victim and the suspect."
Baker remains behind bars. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Happening now, there is a ground stop at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. The FAA says that this is due to thunderstorms in the area. The ground stop is in effect until 5:30, with a medium chance, they say, of being extended. President Trump is in Texas for that firsthand look at the devastation caused by catastrophic flooding, which has killed 121 people. First Lady Melania Trump says she grieves with the families.
They gave me this special bracelet from the camp in honor of all of the little girls that they lost their lives. So we are here to honor them.
The administration has been clear Texas will get all of the resources and support it needs. 3 men and 1 woman have been arrested in an organized street racing ring.
Emmanuel Velasquez, Anthony Avias, Kenneth Copeland, and Caitlin Carrillo are all behind bars and facing multiple driving-related charges for their part in a streetcar racing event that happened in late June. Lieutenant Rodney Jones says Copeland is facing additional charges for his part in another race.
Our job is to continue to put them in jail, and it's on the courts to make sure that they hold those individuals accountable.
Lieutenant Jones says thanks to APD's partnership with other agencies, they're able to send a message to those who take part in streetcar racing in Metro Atlanta. Daphne Young, 95.5 WSB.
The first was so successful, they're doing it again, this time bigger. Clayton County Solicitor Charles Brooks says hundreds are already signed up for their 2nd annual records restriction event this weekend. This is to clear misdemeanor allegations, which he says have been blocking people from student loans, housing, jobs, and more.
Cases were dropped, or in some cases may have been a conviction, but it's misdemeanors are petty offenses, and they are not intended to harm a person's productivity in society.
Now, while pre-registration has already closed, Brooks says they are still taking walk-ins tomorrow. It's 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. Saturday at the Riverdale Town Center. In WSB News about your kids' health, the nation's top health agency releases concerning numbers on how many children and teens are pre-diabetic.
In 2023, nearly 1 in 3 children ages 12 to 17 had pre-diabetes. That's higher than the previous estimate of about 1 in 5. Children who are pre-diabetic are at a greater risk of developing type 2 diabetes, as well as heart disease, stroke, and other problems. Doctors saying this needs to be a wake-up call.
WSB health reporter Sabrina Cupid says risk factors for developing pre-diabetes include being overweight, having a close relative with type 2 diabetes, and being physically active less than 3 times a week. Back-to-back life sentences for a man in Pennsylvania convicted of killing his father, beheading him, and then posting a video to YouTube calling for attacks against the government. Bucks County DA Jennifer Shorn says there's no question Justin Moen's mental health is an issue, but it's no legal defense.
He does not feel remorse and he does not feel guilt.
She says his siblings will never be able to unsee that video. It's 5:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine will continue for you in less than 2 minutes. We're going to launch right now into live team coverage of traffic and weather. You know you want it. Alex Williams is kicking off our triple team traffic.
Not liking it right now on the southeast leg of the perimeter. Watching a heavy downpour impacting the ride on 285 in both directions, right around Flat Shoals. You're already slow east and northbound, leaving Flat Shoals up to a crash. It's been partially in the right lane right around Glenwood Road. South and westbound delays through that rain as well as you make your way over to Boulder Crest Road. If you're traveling 285 northbound around the airport, it's been slow as well from right around Washington Road, trying to make your way up to I-20, the West Freeway. 285 southbound, the outer loop on and off the brakes from South Atlanta Road, exit 16, passing Hollowell Parkway. How are things looking on the south side of town, Andrew Seco?
Still dealing with some brake lights. Had some trouble off to the shoulder. 75 south at Hudson Bridge Road, exit 224. You'll start seeing them as you leave Highway 138 through Stockbridge. Northbound, some volume all the way back into Locust Grove. You're riding the brake 75 northbound up towards Jodico Road, exit 222. 85 north and southbound working well through Union City and Fairburn. Just a little bit of stoppage approaching 285. From the Couric Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now, Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz.
Showers and thunderstorms ending late this evening, and overnight will be dry down to 73. Partly cloudy with some isolated afternoon storms tomorrow, high 91. Put your rain chance for one spot at 30%. On Sunday, only a 20% chance of a stray shower or storm. Otherwise, partly cloudy, hot and dry, high 94. Monday, partly cloudy, keep that rain chance low at 20%, high 95. Now my 5-day forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Some isolated afternoon storms back Tuesday, still hot as we'll get to 94. And Wednesday, scattered showers and storms, rain chance up to 40%, high 91. Recapping the forecast for this evening, isolated storms diminishing, dry overnight, headed to 73. I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz, 95.5 WSB.
It's 86 degrees right now in McDonough, 90 degrees in Milton, and 90 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 5:06. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Well, can you believe it, Jared Yamamoto? It's already hour 3 of the Doctrinaire Doctrine. Eric will be back on Monday.
Show is flying by.
Oh, don't say that, because then you'll jinx it, and then it'll be super slow.
Right.
Well, you know, this is going to be the lightning round, because guess who's on the phone?
Who?
Oh, I think it's George Stein.
Oh, George Stein?
Down by law.
Yes, sir.
Hi, George. You couldn't make it in today. What's up?
No, I had some obligations that I'm still working on, so
Okay.
it lent itself for me to call in this time.
Listen, justice never stops.
No, justice doesn't sleep. You're not back in Brazil, are you?
No, I'm not. No, that justice has been dealt with.
Okay. Yeah, giving yourself some vacation, well-deserved vacation. So what stories do we have for George today?
So I'm seeing a lot about birthright citizenship here. So they're calling this a legal win for birthright citizenship after the Supreme Court setback. So what I'm seeing, George, is that a federal judge has temporarily blocked Trump's executive order ending birthright citizenship. Tell me more about this.
Well, as you may recall, recently the Supreme Court said that federal judges can't do national injunctions. In other words, you know, if you're an Oregon judge, you can't come up with a federal Oregon judge. You can't come up with a ruling that blankets the whole country and stops everything in its track. That's what the Trump administration has been complaining about. There is one exception to that. And that exception to that is a class action suit. If there's a class action suit, then the federal judge can have an injunction that's national in nature.
Okay.
It affects the whole nation. Okay. And what's a class action suit? A class action suit is, you know, when you have hundreds or thousands of class members from all over the country, and therefore that's the justification for making it a national injunction, because it deals with nationwide issues under one roof.
George, doesn't the Supreme Court have a case that they're set to deliver a final decision on later this year dealing with this specific issue? And if they do come down on the side of Trump, what does that mean for this injunction now or any of these lawsuits?
Well, it's based on an an executive order that Trump did. And, this one, quite frankly, Trump might lose because right in the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, it says in clear language, if you're born in the USA, you're an American citizen. And I think the Supreme Court's probably going to, being more traditional in their interpretations and more conservative in their interpretations of the Constitution when it comes to those sorts of issues.
Well, say they surprise everybody and they don't do that and they come down on the side of Trump. What does it mean for this injunction from this federal judge and a civil or a class action suit? Does that just wipe it away and say this is the rules, this is the law?
Well, I think it effectively would end that class action lawsuit because it would make the point moot. And therefore, they wouldn't have standing to continue with the lawsuit any further than that. But I can't see the Supreme Court doing it, and I think most scholars agree with me. But you never know. We'll see.
Yeah,
they've ruled some things that were in favor of Trump, but since the genesis of this is an executive order versus the Constitution.
Yeah.
The Constitution just might win on this one.
Yeah, in order to really change it, they'd have to open that amendment up and specify.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, just think if they rule that way, what future presidents could do. They could do away with the Second Amendment. Here's an executive order.
Yeah, well, that's true. That does set a weird precedence, unless there's some weird technicality to it.
Now, our next. Go ahead, George.
Go ahead. Yeah, and that's what Supreme Court judges take into consideration.
Yeah.
The future also.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Now, our next legal story is from The Guardian here. U.S. court strikes down click-to-cancel rule designed to make unsubscribing easier. So a lot of people are going to be upset about this one because basically, this was a rule that allowed you, when you sign up for a service, whether it's like a cable company, I guess not a cable company. Let's say you're signing up for a Discovery app or something like that. The sign-up process would be as easy as getting rid of it, as deleting the app or ending the subscription. But that got struck down. Why did it get struck down, George?
Well, you're right. It was a good law. I mean, everybody was, praying for this law because, once you sign up for something, the steps they make you take.
It's so hard to find it. You're always like, okay, all right, go scroll down to this corner. Yeah. It's like, do I get rid of it here? And then you have to go through all these hoops to get rid of things.
You gotta call them on the phone and be put on hold for 2 hours and yell at them, and they still ignore you. So it was a fine law that everybody really wanted to.
Yeah, but what are the things? What are the things that are difficult to cancel? I mean, I've canceled things. I've had apps you cancel, and then it's immediately done, and it tells you how much longer you have for a subscription. Is this
I've seen apps. They're easy to sign up for, but hard to unsubscribe.
Okay.
Or there's a time limit. They say, well, you can only do it in 6 months.
Okay.
But this issue is circled around the procedural requirements that weren't followed by the Federal Trade Commission Act.
Okay.
There's certain procedural things they're supposed to follow when they come up with something like this, and they didn't follow that. They had some missteps. So they can go back and follow the FTC Act, and everything will be okay, but it'll just take more time. So, like I said, this new rule was a good thing, and I think we'll see it in the future.
It reminds me of one of those gym contracts that you used to sign, and you would call up and go, hey, I don't want to come to the gym anymore. Just cancel it. And they're like, no, you have to come here with a written letter and be in person. I'm like, I don't want to go there and do that. And so just out of principle.
That kind of thing sounds like it's difficult, but so many of the things that you can just subscribe to quick on your phone are also just as easily unsubscribed from.
Yeah. So that's why I was asking. I was like, what are the specific things that are difficult to cancel?
A lot of the
stuff like that gym membership, I think, is probably what we're talking about, because that is something that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That you can sign up online, but then to quit, you're right. You have to go in person. You have to bring a letter. You have to.
I was so lazy. I just paid it for a year.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about gym memberships and anything that you have a contract like that. Because I know I tried to unsubscribe to mine recently, and I was like, I just gave up on it. But with some of the newer services, like I have, this is not an ad, I have Sling TV, for example.
Yeah.
That was part of the pitch that they make to you, is that it's as easy to subscribe as it is to unsubscribe. So I guess that's become a new selling point, to have easy unsubscribability. Is that a word?
Based on what George is saying, that they have to fix it. In the meantime, if you're a company and you want to market something like that, that should be right at the beginning. And hey, if you don't like it, you can cancel right away.
Yeah,
that's a very good marketing strategy.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
we don't need
have
you.
Have you ever seen spam email?
Oh yeah.
You have an option to unsubscribe, and you unsubscribe, and it doesn't work. You keep on getting them.
Yeah. Same with phone calls or texts from politicians.
Right.
To the point of where I just write something snide or nasty back, and I'm hoping that a human gets to see
Oh, the
it.
best is when a human starts writing you back and tries to explain why said politician is better. It's like, well, did you think about this? And it's like, yes, I did. And stop texting me about X so-and-so.
Yeah, leave me the hell alone. George, we got to go to traffic. So Alex Williams says there is a crash slowing the ride on I-75 into Ackworth.
Yeah, that's right. We're still watching this crash. It's been in the left lane at Tim 75 south before Alatoona Gateway exit 278. It's really cooked the ride almost back up through Cartersville. Consider using Highway 41 as an alternate to avoid that. 75 northbound, slowest part of that ride I'm seeing is from Barrett Parkway. Also trying to get up into Ackworth. Some of that onlooker delay looking over the bridge at that crash. And 85 northbound, slowest part of that ride is into Swanee from Sugarloaf Parkway up to the 985 split. Looking at trouble over near the west side of the perimeter, Andrew Seco.
Only right lane getting by Langford Parkway, hitting eastbound right at the 285 interchange, overturned Big Rig, making it a little bit tough. Already seeing delays either direction. No need for an alternate. Just make sure to be mindful of this. Keep towards the right. Plan for some extra commute time. This is where it's sponsored by Blindster.com. Blindster.com is a family business making customer blinds, shades, and shutters. Give them a try and see why over 1 million windows have trusted Blindster. From the Courier Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When the news matters to you.
The FAA says the flight crew was reporting possible smoke in the flight deck.
95.5 WSB has you covered.
Beef prices are going up.
Your 24/7 news source.
They had no ties to a gang, but they were killed by
When
them.
you need the story, all you need to do is listen. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's breaking news station.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
Imagine the relief of windows without annoying drafts or high energy bills. Window Comfort's making it easier than ever with buy two, get two free, no payments till 2026, and expert one-day installation. Go to windowcomfort.com for your no-pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-700-6898. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-700-6898 or biglou.com.
Heavy rain, high winds, huge hail. Yes, Atlanta, we're in storm season. It's Mark Aram here. You might be faced with a roof repair or a replacement. Do not gamble with any contractor, and there are hundreds of roofers with little to no experience. I want you to trust the experts at Dr. Roof. Trusted name in roofing for over 35 years and backed by their industry-leading warranties. Dr. Roof doesn't cut corners. They're the best at protecting your biggest investment. Dr. Roof, done right, guaranteed.
The Lloyd Advisory Group has a question for you. Is your retirement inflation-proof? Here's what we mean. In retirement, chances are you're on a fixed income with unpredictable expenses. So how do you not run out of money when the cost of just about everything continues to go up? You inflation-proof it. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group can show you ways to help fight inflation so it doesn't outpace your income. Call us today at 770-766-5611. Inflation can take a huge chunk out of your retirement savings, but it doesn't have to. With some simple planning, inflation can go from being a major disruption to a minor annoyance. Call Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group now to start inflation-proofing your retirement today. 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services are offered through the Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through July 21st, new customers can get started with 300 megabit internet and Security Edge for $69 a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card for your business. Call and switch to Comcast Business today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
I've found your next go-to service team for Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi. It's Wolf Pen European Auto Repair in Roswell. Honest pricing with certified factory techs who won't run up the tab with repairs you don't need. See the difference when you search Wolf Pen Auto Repair.
All right, Jared, do we have another story for... Oh, yeah, we do have another story for George. Now, George, Alan Dershowitz, we played some audio early. You know Alan Dershowitz. He got Klaus von Bülow.
Yeah. I know who he is.
But my lady is not diabetic. Great movie, by the way. Probably made me want to be a lawyer. Anyway, there's audio of him talking about the Epstein list. And I know you don't have the story, but we're going to play it. And, Jared, why are we playing it?
We're playing it because we're curious about the way that he speaks about the information that he's withholding at the end. So listen carefully, George. And especially Autumn really perked up at the end. It's like, can you really say what he said at the end?
Let me tell you, I know for a fact documents are being suppressed. And they're being suppressed to protect individuals. I know the names of the individuals. I know why they're being suppressed. I know who's suppressing them. But I'm bound by confidentiality from a judge and cases, and I can't disclose what I know. But I hand to God, I know the names of people whose files are being suppressed in order to protect them. And that's wrong.
So what is he saying there, or what is he not saying there?
How can you say that you're bound by confidentiality
and then admit that
and that I have these names, but oops, I can't tell you? How can he do that, George?
Well, I mean, listen, he just did it. So
yeah.
But it was non-specific. He didn't come up with any names. He says I'm not allowed to talk about it, so he's not allowed to name the names that he's aware of. And the reason he's aware of it, and I stand corrected on this, but I think I'm correct, is because he was falsely accused of being tied up with Epstein, and there was some litigation. He got aggressive and countersued.
Mm-hmm.
And through the discovery process, got a lot of the information, but some of the information was being suppressed from him, I suspect, and that's what he's talking about.
So any of the people, go ahead, Autumn.
Well, yeah. So if you're under some sort of like non-disclosure, or you're like legally not allowed to, I guess you're saying specifically give those names, but you're allowed to go and say everything around it except the specificity of it.
Well, every limitation that there is out there typically has, boundaries around it, and it defines what you're not allowed to mention. And so,
as long as he doesn't mention the specific names,
yes,
then he can be like, I've got a secret and I know all about it.
Yeah.
I think that part is enough for Alan Dershowitz to get away with it. And I'm sure he looked deeply into this before he made that statement, because he's the last guy in the world that would subject himself to getting sanctioned by the court by saying too much. So he did what they called, he pushed the envelope and did as much as he could. But
now in the legal circles, George, when they were saying during the campaign and at the beginning of the Trump administration's second term, Pam Bondi said, we have all the information here on my desk, and we're going to release these to the so-called right-wing influencers, and we're gonna put them out there. Everything was redacted. There was nothing in that dump that no one had seen before. And now, a couple months later, they're saying there's no list, there's nothing available, this is a case closed, let's forget about it. That can't be right, correct?
No, I agree with you, and that can't be right. And there's got to be something out there. And it's got to be sensitive information. So
that's the only reason it wouldn't be released, is because it's sensitive to national security, or if a whole bunch of people that were higher ups in governments in the West all got arrested, or they wouldn't get arrested. Their names would just be tarnished, correct?
Yeah, it would damage their reputations as well. It could, make them resign too. I mean, it could affect a lot of leaders, let's say, or people high places in Europe also, not just this country.
Well, yeah, Prince Andrew, who was under a travel restriction because he was being investigated by the FBI, that was lifted, and now he can go gallivanting again, maybe find a new island.
Yeah, part of the benefits of being a prince, huh?
Well, George, before we go, tell everybody how they can get your assistance in their time of need.
Well, thanks, Tim. And your time of need, if you want a quality lawyer, remember this. We do two things like nobody else. Been in a motorcycle accident? We specialize in motorcycle accidents. Go to steelhorselaw.com. And, of course, if you get a DUI, go to georgestein.com.
All right, George, thank you. We'll see you next week. Alex Williams says there is 285 trouble in Tucker.
That is correct, Tim. It's right at the end of the collector distributor ramp that takes you 285 east to Chamblee Tucker and 85 south to Chamblee Tucker and 285 south. So basically the end of that ramp is partially blocked as they try to clean up this crash involving a tractor trailer. It's adding to 285 delays back into Doraville, and 85 south. That ramp is starting to slow as you leave the DeKalb County area coming down from Norcross, so be mindful of that. And don't forget about that overturned tractor trailer crash cleanup over on the west side, Langford Parkway, Highway 166 eastbound at I-285. Only a right lane is open there, so that's going to cause some delays. Tell you, not looking good through downtown, Andrew Seco.
No, it is not. No crashes or stalls right now, just a lot of volume. The car in front of you moving at a snail's pace northbound. You see the brake lights leaving East Point as you hit Langford Parkway. You're jammed all the way up towards 10th Street. Southbound, we are just packed in all the way back into Brookhaven, 400 South, crowding in all the way down on 85 proper, finally letting you go at I-20 exit 247. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Summer is peak hosting season, right? Don't let a grimy house keep you from having company over. It's Chris Chandler, and Wise Guys Pro Wash got my place clean and bright and guest ready in just one day. They handle everything, house and deck, driveway, even my dirty roof, and their soft wash kept everything safe. No paint peel, no damage, just clean. If you got people coming over this summer, be sure Wise Guys Pro Wash comes by first. Mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off at wiseguysprowash.com. Book now before they fill up.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LIKE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LIKE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LIKE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Atlanta DIY landlords, listen up. If you're exhausted from managing your rental properties all by yourself, my friends at Renters Warehouse Atlanta offering a 90-day test drive. Hire Renters Warehouse to manage your rental property for a low flat monthly fee as low as $115. If you're not satisfied at any time in the first 3 months, you can fire them. Get your management fees back. What do you get for that low flat monthly fee? A dedicated property management team, maintenance coordination, move in and move out property condition reports, advanced advanced tenant screening with a 9-month tenant warranty, professional photography and videography, lease renewal processing and negotiations, online rent collection, monthly owner cash flow statements, and more. Renters Warehouse, so confident you'll love their service, they want an addition for your business. Choice is yours. Keep DIYing or see how Renters Warehouse can make your life easier. Start your 90-day test drive today. Go to rwatlanta.com or call 404-662-2322, 404-662-2322.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News, weather,
Traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 5:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. WSB's top local story.
Pack your patience.
If it seems a little more crowded on the roads today, you know what? You're probably right if you've been noticing. It's going to be that way all weekend long, too. Thousands of fans are converging for Beyonce concerts, WWE, and the festivities leading up to the All-Star game at Truist Park on Tuesday. WSB's Smile and Mark McKay notes normal ways to beat the crowds may be rougher than normal, too.
DOT has confirmed to us that they're going to suspend the road work because of everything that's happening in the downtown area.
And he says that ride shares are always encouraged. An Atlanta man is sentenced to more than 150 years in prison for killing his 4-year-old daughter by denying her food and water. Prosecutors say Rodney McWay was convicted of murder, kidnapping, and abusing his 2 other kids, ages 3 and 4. Authorities arrested him in 2023 after his daughter Treasure was found extremely malnourished and unresponsive and later pronounced dead. New information this hour after a Canton man has been found guilty of abusing a child by burning him with a cigarette. He's now been sentenced by a Cherokee County judge. Superior Court Judge Shannon Wallace sentenced 44-year-old Leor Talker to 20 years in prison for cruelty to children in the first degree. He's accused of burning a child in the back with his cigarette.
And he did so by burning the child right in the middle of his back. And this is a child that he knew.
Cherokee Assistant District Attorney David Bailey says the child suffered both physical and emotional trauma from the injuries, and the reason Talker used for burning the child was because the boy, quote, had an accident on himself. Well, Talker will serve the maximum of 20 years in prison with the first 10 behind bars. He will also be prohibited from ever being around children. A Hall County man is behind bars on cruelty to children charges. According to the Hall County Sheriff's Office, 20-year-old Logan Wayne Hart of Jefferson was put under investigation after someone contacted deputies about severe burns on his infant son. Investigators say the little boy suffered severe burns, which were consistent with the foot being submerged in boiling liquid. Cobb County Police say they have arrested someone in the 4th of July shooting that left a man dead at an apartment complex in Austell. Sergeant Eric Smith tells WSB.
It appears that it was a random carjacking, that there was no connection between the victim and the suspect.
23-year-old Damari Baker remains jailed without bond. Social media helps play a part in the arrests of 4 people in the Atlanta area who are facing streetcar racing charges.
Atlanta police have arrested 3 men and a woman who were allegedly seen on tape participating in streetcar racing in the metro Atlanta area.
June 22nd, it was a street racing event that happened in the city of Atlanta as well. This was something that also made social media headlines. That it went from there, then went on Armour Drive.
Lieutenant Rodney Jones told reporters this week that Emmanuel Valesco, Anthony Avias, Kenneth Copeland, and Caitlin Carrillo were all taking part in organizing racing takeovers in the streets of Atlanta. They're facing multiple driving charges. Daphne Young, 95.5 WSB.
The Budweiser Clydesdale horses will be in Cobb County today as part of Major League Baseball's All-Star festivities.
The 8-horse team will make special beer deliveries to local bars in downtown Smyrna. That could cause some traffic delays for drivers in the area around Market Village. If you're not able to make it today, you can still see the iconic iconic Budweiser Clydesdale Saturday through Tuesday as part of the All-Star Village located at the Cobb Galleria Center. The Clydesdales will be stabled outside the convention center for fan meet and greets. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
In addition to more children being diagnosed as pre-diabetic, the CDC's Dr. Christopher Holliday says there is another concerning trend.
After more than a decade of decline, the number of new diabetes diagnoses are no longer decreasing.
In fact, the new estimates show 1.5 million new diagnoses of diabetes each year among adults. It's 5:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. To the WSB 24-hour traffic center we go. Alex Williams, live team coverage of traffic and weather, brought to you this half hour by John Foy and Associates. What's it looking like out there?
Just found new trouble in Buckhead. Our traffic troopers told us about it. We see it on the jam cam. Crash looks to be impacting the right lane, 400 northbound, right where Lennox Road ramps into 400 north, so starting to see some delays fill in there. Once you get past that, looking pretty good through Sandy Springs, Roswell, and Alpharetta. Better news in Bartow County. Looks like the crash is gone, 75 south over the Lake Allatoona Bridge, so trying to shake out those delays through Cartersville. Northbound, the brake lights find you from 575 in Kennesaw up to Highway 92 in Ackworth. 85 at northbound, slowest part of that ride is from Sugarloaf Parkway up to 985 and 316 eastbound. We're going to check on some new trouble around Sugarloaf Parkway heading out toward Lawrenceville. We got our eyes on a few trouble spots around 285, Andrew Zico.
Looks like the merge ramp from 85 south onto the inner loop 285 eastbound. That's blocked partially with some trouble here. We're getting by around the scene, but we are slowing going as you're merging. Plan for some extra commute time leaving Doraville, and we're still looking at full blockage. Langford Parkway eastbound at 285, overturned Big Rig, making it really tough. If you're in a hurry, head on up to Cascade Road. That'll get you in and out of 285, no problems. From the Cool Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here's Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz.
Showers and thunderstorms ending late this evening, and overnight will be dry down to 73. Partly cloudy with some isolated afternoon storms tomorrow, high 91. Put your rain chance for any one spot at 30%. On Sunday, only a 20% chance of a stray shower or storm. Otherwise, partly cloudy, hot and dry, high 94. Monday, partly cloudy, keep that rain chance low at 20%, high 95. Now my 5-day forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Some isolated afternoon storms back Tuesday, still hot as we'll get to 94. And Wednesday, scattered showers and storms, rain chance up to 40%, high 91. Recapping the forecast for this evening, isolated storms diminishing, dry overnight, headed to 73. I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz, 95.5 WSB.
Checking some temperatures around the metro for you. It's 87 degrees in Chattahoochee Hills, 88 in Chamblee, and 80 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 5:36. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Steel Horse Law has mastered riding our Georgia roads and the twists and turns of Georgia law.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. If you're shopping for an engagement ring, we want you to feel like a kid in a candy store. All of our diamonds are in stock, in-store and online, so you get to use your eyes, not your imagination. Come in and look at marquee-shaped diamonds right next to ovals and pears. As your friend and jeweler, you can trust you'll get your dream diamond at an everyday competitive price. We have the widest selection in-store and at shaneco.com, because a friend knows choosing a diamond is personal. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by their results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
All right, Jared, how about a little more ish?
Well, I know you're a big Starbucks guy, so this is...
I am. I love Starbucks.
This is a controversy brewing in the Starbucks world.
Oh, brewing?
Brewing? You see what I did there?
Oh. Well, the stories percolate out of nowhere. That was okay, never mind. Yeah, sorry.
Dripping the information down.
Yeah, that fell right to the ground.
Well, so there's a new policy.
Coffee.
There is a new policy at Starbucks, which I had no idea. It's been a long time since I've actually been to an actual Starbucks store, where they have to write your personalized write a personalized message on your coffee.
They don't have to, but if you ask them, they do, right?
I believe that they're supposed to, because it says it's to foster a warm human connection with their customers.
Yeah, they're getting rid of that, aren't they?
There is a coalition of people that are trying to protect the baristas that say that they don't need to write these messages.
Wait. A coalition of people.
Yes, a coalition of people are trying to protect the baristas from this policy. So outside people, completely outside of Starbucks.
What are they protecting them from?
Yeah.
From having to write this message.
Why, do they all have, carpal tunnel? What's the problem?
The problem is they feel like it adds too much work onto their already stressful day.
Oh, my God.
So that's why I knew I would get you going on this one.
I can't write with a Sharpie. It's too much work.
And it's getting mixed employee reactions. Some employees are saying, I'm fine with writing the nice message to...
it adds a personal touch.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Who is asking for personal messages? I never do.
No. I mean, they used to do it, but it was just the name. There's nothing... I don't understand, what message are they putting?
So
you want to put, or...
What the messages are here, just to make sure, it's coming from Starbucks corporate.
Yes.
Along with your name on the cup. They just write like an uplifting message.
Oh, have a great day.
Yeah, something along those lines.
I know the last Starbucks I got, there was a little smiley face next to the name. That's all I've seen.
I hope they're okay from drawing that.
And there's
yeah, it's a lot.
and again, this outside group, outside of Starbucks altogether, thinks that it's ridiculous that the baristas have to put that extra effort in.
Does it say who that group is, or are they not saying who
it doesn't say specifically who it is, but it does have some members within Starbucks as well too. But they do admit that it is completely outside of Starbucks. It's not like the unionized stores that are doing
So is
that.
Starbucks going to stop doing it, or what?
Well, people are it's creating mixed reactions. The corporation has not made any changes as of right now.
I don't understand. Who's reacting at all?
You want a mocha, but I don't want to put a smiley face because that person has a MAGA hat on.
Some Starbucks employees are fine with writing the messages.
I'm sure most are.
But others are not. They agree with this group of people that want to protect them, that want to protect the baristas.
Ban it in the union stores and just forget about it.
I guess. I don't know what they're going to end up doing. You guys are bigger.
Gosh, I don't either. Gosh, I really am so on pins and needles about what they're going to do.
Here's a interesting thing.
It's strange. It's a strange story.
It is a strange story.
Starbucks corporate realized that some weird things were going on with their stores.
Yes.
Also, they don't want to pay union. They just don't want it. And a lot of corporations don't, but they certainly do not. They made them go back to having uniforms, wearing the black shirt.
That was controversial as well, too.
To certain people. Go ahead, Autumn. You want to say something?
It was controversial because everyone had just been made to purchase
flare
clothing for their, the new season's clothing that they're sort of required to buy.
Yes.
And then said, oh, now you guys all have to buy new stuff. That was the controversy.
So it's not like Starbucks is saying, here's your shirt.
Right.
That we're providing to you.
Correct.
Here's a couple of them, so you have a clean one for each day.
Do you have the confirmation that they wouldn't provide it? Because usually most companies, if they change
they don't.
uniforms,
They make you buy it.
Starbucks does.
Yeah, they don't have uniform.
Yes.
They give you an apron. Everything else you have to do.
Right. And so then, and what they also encouraged you to buy, the new, clothing as not the uniform, but just wear Starbucks gear. So wear all these things. And then people purchase them who are already complaining maybe about their wages. I don't know. But then they turn around and say, just kidding. Now you're going to get written up if you wear those clothes because that's no longer the policy and you have to buy new clothes.
Yeah. See, a company that, like Starbucks, which is bringing in an awful lot of money, I think they can afford to buy a uniform. You go to McDonald's, they don't make you buy the shirt.
Right.
Yeah, the CEO can fly his happy ass to Seattle every day from wherever he lives.
Yeah, I think he has.
Call me mommy.
I think that the
it's annoying.
Well, yeah, the CEO of Starbucks, Autumn is onto something because he used to be the CEO of Chipotle.
Yeah,
and he lives in.
Ruined that.
I want to say he's in Arizona, and he commutes from Arizona to
5 days a week.
I don't think it's 5 days a week, but he commutes to Seattle for Starbucks, and he's implemented these changes.
Can he just use Zoom?
I guess he could. He could use Zoom for
Didn't have to
something.
fly all the way
well,
up there.
sometimes you got to go out there. You got to get in front of the whiteboard. You got to let people know.
Sure.
Like, these are the things that
Yeah.
we're changing. I feel
Yeah,
like from a
live
marketing
there.
from a marketing standpoint, there is no doubt that Starbucks is going in a better direction. I feel like their commercials on TV, they look a lot better. It looks
Yeah.
cleaner. The menus that I have seen, at least online, I haven't been in a Starbucks in a while.
Yeah.
But the menus I have seen are more streamlined. I have
They got to
to
bring back. They have got to bring back the pumpkin spice.
That's seasonal.
I don't. No. They got rid of it.
Oh, they got rid of it altogether.
Yeah, you know that really cool. Oh God, what are they called? The hard thing that you eat when you go to a coffee shop. I'm having a brain
Oh.
fart right now.
Like a
Oh,
custard.
you're talking about the biscotti?
No, not that hard. But harder than
Biscuit, Scones. cookies.
Scones. There you go.
A scone. Yes.
They had this. Sometimes things just slip out of my head, and I have to dig.
It happens to
real deep.
all of us.
No, they had a pumpkin. They had a pumpkin spice scone that they had every year, and it had this really good pumpkin spice frosting on it, and it was a pumpkin-y scone, and it had really cool, cream on it. And they got rid of it a couple years ago. They got to have that good food. You know, they for a while there they were pushing it. Hey, try our sandwich that we microwave. It's delicious. Nah, just go to McDonald's and get something that tastes good.
Yeah, exactly.
This doesn't taste good.
And sometimes you see them do it in front of you. I remember at least with the egg sandwiches they would provide there, you would see them like put it in
Well,
a
yeah,
microwave.
because everything's frozen. They
Yeah.
don't make it there.
Yeah, and so you're like
same with a certain donut company where you're supposed to dunk
Oh,
them,
yeah.
dunk them in your coffee. They used to make them at every location, and now they're all made and shipped in frozen.
Oh, no wonder they're
The
so
donuts
cheap.
are also, I don't think, made fresh.
No, they're frozen. They're made in a place and then they're shipped
Okay,
out.
yeah.
That's why you got to go to the locally owned donut shop. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. Starbucks, though, they have improved the quality of their coffee. Now they have these machines in there that they're like giant Keurigs, so you
Yeah.
can order any kind you want. You're not stuck getting the pike roast, which for some reason everybody hates, but I'm one of those weirdos who doesn't mind it.
Now, I am outraged that the machine doesn't write a personalized note for me. That's upsetting.
I don't want to write it. I can't
Protect the machine.
Yeah.
I think the machines should write a personalized note or leave me a smiley face next to my name, so that way I feel better about my
How about
day.
you be nice to your customers, write the note, and then fight harder to get your company to buy you a shirt because that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
But that's the thing. They did try and fight about it, and then people were calling them, like, saying that they were just whining. That's like, everybody needs a uniform. It's
Yeah.
just how it works. It's like, no, that was rude of them to do.
Yeah, I know when I got
And
my
the-
job here, I had to
yeah.
buy a bunch of shirts that said WSB on them. If they weren't clean, they got really mad. And I'm kidding.
If you weren't wearing the WSB shirt, whoa,
We
boy.
get them as gifts, and we can wear them proudly because we're not being charged for them. Alex Williams is tracking the rain impacting the ride around Metro Atlanta.
Yeah, it is absolutely pouring heading out toward Lawrenceville on 316 eastbound. Raining so hard within the past 20 seconds, I can't even see the cars through the camera lens here driving on 316. So that means you really need to pack your patience, allow plenty of space between yourself and the car in front of you. And right before that rain came down, they cleared up a crash from the right lane on 316 eastbound at Sugarloaf Parkway in Tucker. We're still working this big rig trouble spot on the 85 south ramp to 285 eastbound, and that has got most of that ramp blocked. Cars are able to squeak by now in the right lane, but it's putting extra pressure on 285 back into Doraville. 285 on the south side just found a new crash in a center lane. 285 eastbound, the outer loop at I-675, then also slow in the rain in both directions, really anywhere between Clarkson and Decatur, especially around Glenwood Road. And we're also going to check that ride on I-20 with the help of Andrew Seco.
Seeing some brake lights, I-20 east and westbound in and out of Lithia Springs. They're popping up between Thornton Road down towards 285. Might have something jamming you up as you get towards Riverside Parkway. Smooth inside the perimeter, but in and out of the Mall of Stonecrest. I-20 east and westbound. You're on and off that pedal, leaving Evans Mill Road down towards 285. From the Cool Lake Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
What would you do with $1,000 this summer?
Hotel, pool, week at the beach, cabin in the woods.
Whatever you want to do this summer,
WSB has $1,000 to make it happen.
Thank you.
$1,000 Thursdays gives you the chance to win $1,000 every hour between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m.
I am so excited.
Listen for the keyword at 9, 10, and 11 a.m. and 12, 1, 2, and 3 p.m.
Enter the keyword at WSBradio.com or on the WSB app within that hour.
You could win $1,000.
No way. Is this a joke?
Get all the info at WSBRadio.com.
$1,000 Thursdays.
Next Thursday from 95.5 WSB, where Atlanta wins.
Summer is here, so if you're thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. You can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, or costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2798. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey folks, Dave Baker here with a quick tip. When it comes to garage doors, longevity matters. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been serving Atlanta homeowners since 1935. That's 90 years of doing it right, day after day, door after door. Sure, new companies pop up claiming to be number one, but for real trust and experience, there's only one original overhead door, the one with the red ribbon on the trucks. Longevity matters. Quality matters. Call 404-USA-DOOR or visit overheaddooratlanta.com.
Oh, there it goes again. I think old Rusty's had her last ride.
Aw, I think you're right. It's time to let her go. But what if she could still do some good?
What do you mean?
Well, we can donate it to the Tommy Nobis Center.
Really?
They take old cars, running or not, and use the proceeds to help people with disabilities find jobs.
So instead of Rusty just sitting in the driveway, she could help someone who needs a job?
Exactly. And donating is easy. They pick it up for free.
That's a great idea.
Donate your vehicle to Tommy Nobis Center and help people with disabilities gain meaningful employment. Visit TommyNobisCenter.org to donate.
School's out, so traffic is down, but your guard should still be up. Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates, the Strong Arm. Summer road trips, aggressive drivers, and teen drivers could lead to more wrecks. I know. I see them each and every day. Been hit and hurt in a life-changing wreck? Make the life-changing call to the Strong Arm. Insurance companies want to pay you way less than you deserve. The Strong Arm will fight for you. Zero cost until they win. Call 24/7 for your free case evaluation. JohnFoy.com.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
So that's what I'm saying, Jared. There's no proof.
Tim,
you
we're
can't
on the air.
I know. I'm just telling you. You can't prove anything, unless it's a placebo. Anyway, go ahead.
I have a package for you.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't want to see your package.
Well, not that package, but
I know you're a bachelor this weekend.
I am. My lovely wife is in Vegas for a bachelorette, and she's already saying, yeah, I'm already getting those videos there. They are already drunk.
Well, it's only 3:00 there.
I know. They are already drunk and having fun. They're like, 7 Lions is playing. And I'm like, oh, boy. All right, here we go.
I bet my car at Blackjack, and now I can't go home.
Yeah. Can you come get me? So she is having an absolute blast, and I am taking some of my friends tomorrow out on Lake Lanier for a little, we're calling it the Island of Forgotten Spouses. So it's
orgy time.
Yeah, a brogy.
Yeah.
Or Boygie.
Except it's not all guys coming this time, so it should be a fun time.
That's a party.
I wanted to play this package for you guys because I bet you didn't know that the running of the bulls has been going on in Spain this week.
6 powerful fighting bulls, bells around their necks, pound through the narrow streets of Pamplona, shouting runners, many in bright red shirts or bandanas, just ahead or to the side. 5 people were injured in today's 5th running of the bulls, most after tripping and being trampled. So far, there have been 28 injuries in the annual San Fermin Festival, including 2 runners gored by the bulls. Vicki Barker,
great.
CBS News,
Keep
London.
doing it then, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So what do? They make these bulls run.
Yeah.
Down a hill or whatever, and then they gore everybody.
And I didn't realize it was multiple days. So again, on the 5th day here, there's only been 5 people injured. So
Only
5 people injured. But count me out of any bull run ever. Why do people? I get that it's tradition.
I'm surprised, Jared. I feel like if that was something that was done here, you'd be all for
Yeah.
it.
Well, you would support the Atlanta Bulls running.
Well, I would from afar.
Yeah, you would be in a building overlooking with your cocktail on the porch, like the Dragon Con parade.
Exactly. I'd be like, oh, look at these people as they
yes.
run with the bulls down there below me.
What do they do at the end of the bulls? Do they have the big bullfight where they stab it?
I guess you know what? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. George Clark, look into that. What do they do with the bulls at the end of this?
Do you know, Autumn?
They used to kill them if they lost.
Yeah, don't they still do that
Because they
in
would
Spain?
like bleed out. Then if they won, then I guess they get to like live and like on a and they get to be like a stud or something.
I think if the bullfighter wins, he gets to take the cow home and eat it.
That'd be nice.
I don't think it's for eating.
What do you mean?
I don't think it's good for eating.
You can eat anything.
Well, I guess,
Yeah,
but
you
I
can
don't
eat a
think
grasshopper.
it's like good for eating. That bull.
I've never understood it. I don't know. They do it before they have a bunch of bullfights. I don't know why they do it, but it looks like fun as long as you're not in it.
My whole thing.
I'm sure it's some sort of like signal of virality.
It's
right?
tradition.
Like masculinity.
Virility.
It's like SEC football.
Sure.
It's tradition.
There's one cow waiting at the end, and the first bull that gets there gets to have that cow. Move over.
See what you do there.
You have time for another one, or we got to take a break?
Well, my whole thing is with this is, I get that the tradition keeps going, but if people keep getting gored,
they've been getting gored forever. They don't care. They love it.
Cost of doing business.
That's right. Somebody's got to get stuck.
At some point, when does the tradition need to end, though? Right?
It'll never end. It'll never
That's
end.
what traditions are. They
Yeah.
want them to continue.
Like when are we going to stop celebrating St. Patrick's Day in this country?
Yeah. Nobody knows why we celebrate it.
The running of the leprechauns. They're never going to
Yeah.
stop doing it until they no longer have that as part of their culture.
You know what? I love that we celebrate St. Patrick's Day in this country.
You do?
You know why?
Because you like to drink.
During that, and then because of the Atlanta parade, the Atlanta St. Patrick's Day parade includes everybody in it. So you have some of the pieces from the Dragon Con parade in there. You have some Mexican heritage parts of the
Not
St.
on
Patrick's
my day, they're not. I'm Irish American. I'm going to put an end to that.
There's all kinds of good stuff going
Just
on.
Quickly, after the bull run, they all go to their pens, and everybody disperses, and they all go and drink hot chocolate with cognac, it sounds like.
Okay.
Ooh,
With
that
Kanye?
sounds delightful, actually.
Not with cognac, cognac.
Oh, cognac.
Okay. Count out Autumn in next time.
Cognac.
Cognac. Maga. Just kidding, George. I love you. Alex Williams says brake lights are glowing and growing through downtown.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head there, Tim. They're growing big time. 75 South getting past Moores Mill in northwest Atlanta due to a new crash impacting the right lanes. If it gets worse, we'll put you on Highway 41 or Howell Mill as an alternate. But right now, fire is pulling up to the scene, so multiple right lanes are going to be blocked there. Also, still jammed up out of Buckhead, 400 south from Lenox, 85 from North Druid Hills, and the surface streets getting very slow around Mercedes-Benz Stadium, especially North Side Drive and Centennial Olympic Park Drive. People heading to the Beyonce concert. Not short of any issues on 285, are we, Andrew Seco?
No, we are not. First one we're noticing leaving 675. It's a crash. We're blocking at least 2 right lanes now on the outer loop, 285 east at exit 52 right there. We're still all lanes blocked. Lingford Parkway eastbound right at 285 at this overturned Big Rig. You want to use Cascade Road to get in and out of the area back onto 285. And we're still partially blocking the 285 south ramp from 85 proper, exit number 95. We're getting by off to the shoulder here, but we're still slowing and going as you're merging. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSBE.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair's summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Hey folks, it's Scott Slade. You've heard me talk for years about how Myland is saving homeowners hundreds, even thousands of dollars every month. Well, here's something that comes up often. Does it make sense to refinance your mortgage and pay off high-interest credit card debt? Well, even if you have a low interest rate on your mortgage, that isn't helping you if you're carrying credit card debt month to month. Myland sees this every day where people call in and wish they had done something sooner. Holding on and making minimum payments on your credit cards is only making the situation worse. There isn't one solution for everyone, which is why I trust and believe in my friends at Myland. They'll shoot straight and give you an honest assessment for you and your family at no cost. Do yourself a favor. Give Myland a call. Find out how much you could be saving. 770-817-2000. Call 770-817-2000. Online, it's myland.com. Spelled it M-I-L-E-N-D. NMLS and Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 148769, located at 8995 West Side Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. Myland is an equal housing lender.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
Good evening. It is now 6 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour is brought to you by the Lloyd Advisory Group. WSB's top story is new this hour. A natural leader, smart and beautifully quirky. That's how an Atlanta law firm describes one of its attorneys confirmed to be a victim of Texas's flash floods. The firm Huff Powell Bailey says Josephine Harden and her mother Allison were with family for the 4th of July weekend, both losing their lives. Harden graduated with honors from Emory Law, and the firm calls her a strong believer in giving back to the community. First Lady Melania and President Trump get a close-up look at the devastation in Kerr County, Texas. He says he's never seen anything like it.
The First Lady and I are here in Texas to express the love and support and the anguish of our entire nation in the aftermath of this really horrific and deadly flood. Nobody has any idea how and why a thing like this could happen.
Over 120 people are dead and many remain missing. It's now 80 degrees in Midtown Atlanta, and Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz is expecting the scattered showers and storms we've been seeing all throughout the day to continue tonight. Lows 72, and the same kind of weather again tomorrow with highs reaching back into the 90s. Atlanta Radio's most accurate and dependable forecast is straight ahead. It's Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Thunderstorms prompt a continued ground stop at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Right now, FlightAware is listing close to 600 delays at ATL. A Superior Court judge sentences a Canton man to 20 years in prison for cruelty to children.
44-year-old liar Talker is accused of burning an 8-year-old boy in his back with his cigarette.
Part of the aggravation was the location of the burn and the severity of the burn, and really the motive for the burn. This child, it was very apparent when he testified that he had suffered severe emotional trauma as well as the physical pain that he suffered.
Cherokee County Assistant District Attorney David Bailey says Talker received the maximum sentence, which is 20 years. The first 10 he'll spend in confinement. Daphne Young, 95.5 WSB.
The first one was so successful, they're doing it again, and this time even bigger. It's the second annual records restriction event coming up in Clayton County, and Solicitor Charles Brooks says more than 300 people have already pre-registered. Brooks says misdemeanor offenses were never meant to keep people from contributing to society.
Financial assistance and sometimes housing, a lot of times jobs, that's the biggest impact. And so For us, what we're looking to do is make certain that people have all the tools necessary so that we never have to see them in court.
Brooks says they're still taking walk-ins even though registration is closed. The event is 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday at the Riverdale Town Center. Cobb County Police make an arrest in connection with a July 4th murder in Austell.
Cobb police say the suspect, 23-year-old Damari Baker, shot the victim 4 times near the 300 Riverside apartment complex after the victim refused to give up his car. Cobb Police Sergeant Eric Smith says Baker is now facing a slew of charges.
He was charged with murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during commission of a crime, and multiple counts of armed robbery.
Investigators say the incident was random. Baker remains behind bars. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
As a show of support, former State Department employees gathered today outside the agency's D.C. headquarters after formal layoff notices were sent to more than 1,100 civil service employees and nearly 250 foreign service officers. They gathered there to clap for the terminated workers as they exited the building today. Beyonce is back in the saddle again.
Stop.
Beyonce didn't let that mishap with a stuck red Cadillac scare her out of the air. Last night in Atlanta, she rode over the crowd at her Cowboy Carter tour on a giant gold mechanical horse. Fans were thrilled. She sang 16 Carriages as she strode overhead. She cut it from the playlist after the Houston debacle.
Well, back in the saddle, indeed. Deborah Rodriguez reports that Mrs. Knowles Carter has 3 more shows at Mercedes-Benz tonight, Sunday, and Monday. It's 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. We're going to kick off once again live team coverage of traffic and weather. Alex Williams, I know it's been a little rough out there, but is it as bad as we thought?
Yeah, it hadn't been fun, that is for sure, Veronica. We are still watching multiple trouble spots around the perimeter. Big rig trouble on the 285 eastbound collector distributor ramp also takes you over to Chamblee Tucker. And from 85 south to 285 south, it is blocking the left side of that ramp. So it's got the 85 south ramp slow ramping onto 285 south, and it's cooked the ride on 285 eastbound back through Doraville from Peachtree Boulevard. On the south side perimeter, crash on the right lane, 285 eastbound, the outer loop at I-675. You stay slow past that, getting to I-20. And overturned tractor trailer crash blocking Highway 166 eastbound at I-285. That's making all that traffic on 166 eastbound being forced onto I-285 southbound. And we got a big jam on I-75 in northwest Atlanta, Andrew Seco.
Seeing the flashing lights in the right lanes of the jam cam here, Alex. 75 southbound at Moores Mill Road. It's exit 254. Already seeing the brake lights starting to pack in behind it. No need for an alternate right now. Just a quick tap of the brakes. Couple extra minutes in commute time on your way into Midtown. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
And now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz.
Showers and thunderstorms ending late this evening, and overnight will be dry down to 73. Partly cloudy with some isolated afternoon storms tomorrow, high 91. Put your rain chance for one spot at 30%. On Sunday, only a 20% chance of a stray shower or storm. Otherwise, partly cloudy, hot and dry, high 94. Monday, partly cloudy, keep that rain chance low at 20%, high 95. Now my 5-day forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Some isolated afternoon storms back Tuesday, still hot as we'll get to 94. And Wednesday, scattered showers and storms, rain chance up to 40%, high 91. Recapping the forecast for this evening, isolated storms diminishing, dry overnight, headed to 73. I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz, 95.5 WSB.
Right now, checking around the metro, we're seeing 87 degrees in Roswell. It's now 88 in Chamblee, and we are seeing 80 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 6:07. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Well, we made it. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now.
Don't you love when the company decides to update things right in the middle of the show?
Doesn't it tell you can pause it?
I can't. It won't let me do it.
No, I mean before.
No, I didn't get the option at all.
Oh.
It's updating all of my Windows and all of my Microsoft apps. Right in the middle of the show. Love it.
Just slam it down and start punching it.
It's a good idea. You know
Have
what?
you tried spitting at it?
Yeah.
See if I could slam this thing down.
Give it a dirty look. Now I'm going to. You didn't really do that to your computer. Well, that's okay. We have Greg with us. Hello, Greg.
Hello.
Thank you for that. You sound so enthusiastic.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep the energy up for the last hour.
Well, see.
Woo!
Got Jared over here all mad about his computer, smashing things, or pretending to.
With company updates, can they not wait at least until like 10 p.m. at night?
No.
That's all I asked. 10
there's
p.m. at night.
some emergency, they need you to do it right now.
I guess so. I love our company.
At least they waited until 6.
Yeah.
You work after hours.
Yeah, that's true.
I get updates in the middle of the day. It's like Chrome's relaunching now, and then all 60 of my tabs go away.
And you're just like, what the heck? Why does it have to happen now?
What the heck?
Yeah, I get frustrated with it. It's pretty good,
To
Tim.
be fair, on my end, they give me the option to update, and I just keep saying no until they say, no more choice for you. We're doing it now. So does that happen to you? Do they say you can update this when you want, and you just keep saying no?
No, we don't have that option.
So not with this particular update. Most of them, yes. I get like the, do you want to do this in 6 hours, 12 hours? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll opt in. I'll do it now. I'm responsible. I'm like, I got time. I'll do it now. Or I'll say 6 hours. But this one just sprung upon us, and it's like, you need to close out all of your Microsoft apps. And I'm like, okay, all right, I guess I'm closing them all out.
I had a Mac PowerBook for 7 years, and I never updated the OS. So by the time I got rid of it because it quit working, nothing worked at all.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
I know how it is. I have got this Mac sitting next to me that I haven't updated in years. It's just something you should do at night. You should just press OK and let it run.
Seriously.
But I never remembered to do that.
I do that with my phone or with my iPad. I just, on the computer, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
I never like to update my phone.
No,
and I just did it recently to like the newest update, and I feel like the predictive text has gotten worse.
Oh, I don't even have it turned on because I always end up sending the wrong word to somebody. And now that I don't have it on, I have to go back and correct everything all the time.
Oh.
Because I'm not good at typing my stupid stubby thumbs and stuff, and I'm holding the phone. It's not comfortable, and I'm trying to do it. And then I do talk to text, and it misspells everything, so that makes me angry. I hate convenience.
Let's go back
to updating the phone. I was like, I don't like to do it because I won't have my phone for 20 minutes.
We'll do that at night. Yeah.
When I average 6.5 hours, that's what last week was.
Oh wow, Greg, that's a lot.
day.
Yeah.
Compared to the Gen Zers, that's not that long, but that's a lot. 6.5 hours.
No, that's not good. That's terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible.
A lot of it's playing a stupid game that's mindless.
Well, yeah.
I can't stand.
I do that when I'm at a red light. I got to look at my phone. I can't stand. I have to wait 30 seconds. It's true. If I'm, longer than that. But if I'm at a red light that I know I'm going to be there a couple of minutes, I pick it up, look at it, check Twitter, whatever. Or X.
So you're the one holding people up.
I'm not holding
when the
anybody
light
up.
changes.
I have one eye. My eyes can go opposite ways, like they're on a stalk. So I can look and see, and as soon as it turns green, I can put the phone down and go.
Okay.
Like those lizards?
Yeah, because I have 360
You're a
degree.
lizard person.
I am a lizard person, but don't go telling anybody. I knew it. Well, I know George knows it. So, Greg, do you have any stories from Studio B1 on this fantastic Friday?
George thinking people are lizard people and then finding a lizard person. That's like the person who says that the stock market's going to crash, and they say it every day, and then one day it crashes, and they say, I told you so.
Told you so, yeah.
I knew I'd find a lizard person someday.
Finally.
Yeah, I have stories. Gamblers hate the new, big, beautiful tax bill.
Oh, really? Why?
Because it changed the way gambling, not winnings, but losses are taxed. Previously, you could deduct 100% of your losses from your winnings. So say you won $100,000. You won $100,000.
Wait, don't bury the lead there, Greg.
You can't just, I don't think you can just deduct losses. So if you have no winnings at all.
Yeah.
I got some winnings.
In New York State, you used to be able to send the state, I don't know what they call it, it's not the IRS, but whatever, the New York State Tax Board. If you
NYS.
bought a lot of lottery tickets and you didn't win, because you're donating to whatever charity that they give all the money to, education, I think, you could send them in and claim a loss, and you could counterbalance any wins. So that's kind of cool.
That's very cool.
Drives you to play more. But under this change, previously you could deduct 100% of your losses from your winnings. So if you won $100,000 and you lost $100,000, you would owe taxes on nothing.
Okay.
Now, you can only deduct losses up to 90% of the winnings. So if you win $100,000 and you lose $100,000, you still owe taxes on $10,000.
That can't be that much, right?
That's still weird.
Mm-hmm.
I find that to be a strange thing.
Keep extra money?
Yeah, they say it's going to generate $1 billion for the government, which Sounds like a lot to us, but it's not that much to
Yeah,
them.
that's one missile. Now, if you or
Half of a missile.
half of a plane. So if you win $100,000 but you lose $200,000, does that come out as a wash?
Yeah, then you'd be fine.
Okay.
At that point. So just make sure you lose more.
Yes,
than you
always
win.
lose more. Yeah. Or just bet with a bookie, and that way you don't have to worry about it. How do they track all this stuff? Is this for the gambling apps?
Yeah, anything over $600 winnings for the year, they
Mhm.
do report it. They send a tax form.
How much are they taxing these FanDuel and DraftKings per transaction? Do you think that would be a smart thing to do? Maybe they'd raise money quicker.
Are you talking about just a service fee on each transaction?
They should. Well, these companies, they're making billions of dollars, especially during football. Or people are degenerate; they gamble all the
Hell
time.
yeah, you could gamble on. I saw parlays with how many home runs you could get in a day.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh yeah, if this player gets a home run, but then this player can get one too, and it's like, oh okay.
So there should be a micro tax on each transaction. That would fill up the coffers, and then people wouldn't have to, get screwed if they, win a little
I
bit
think that
more
would be a
than they lose.
difficult thing to track.
Mhm.
The app would have to know. It could probably be programmed, coded properly, but the app would have to know that you're over the threshold to actually be taxed in the first place.
Now, all these online things, these companies, these websites or apps that make tons and tons of money. I'm thinking right now of OnlyFans. I wonder how much tax revenue is generated. If you're in the United States and you're working for them, you're an independent contractor, they obviously have to keep those records for taxation purposes, but that's generating tons and tons of money. That company's making a lot of money. So I'm just wondering, I'm curious, like they should go after those people, the corporations, not the people doing the work.
Well, I'm surprised that the corporations aren't making it. They are making a lot of money, but I guess acquisition of new gamblers is so competitive that they spend so much money. All the branding you see when you watch sports,
Yeah.
all their money is going into things like that. So when a new state legalizes gambling, sports gambling, you'll go to their app. So if Georgia, for example, were to legalize sports gambling and you were a sports gambler, I'm not going to say you are, but
No, I'm
which
not
one
good
which
at
one would you go to?
Oh, I don't know. DraftKings, I guess, because it begins with a D.
That's the reason. I think
Well,
I think just having
alphabetical.
DraftKings.
Yeah,
I think having DraftKings in your head,
yes,
is what they want.
Yeah, FanDuel, DraftKings, ESPN Bet, Underdog. Those are the four that come to mind immediately.
Yeah, I go with the
Also,
originator.
Price Picks too.
Oh yeah,
that's
Prize
another one.
Picks. I don't know. I probably wouldn't do it at all because I'm a terrible gambler.
That's what you say, and then you have the option to do it, and
Yeah.
you gamble. You're scared at first, and you only put $5 down, and you lose that, and you think, well, I'll get it back. You put $10 down, and then you
Are we
win.
still talking about Tim?
Yeah. I know Tim, psychology. Speaking for him.
Yep.
I know
Not
the
from
way it would go.
experience, but just trying to figure out what Tim would do.
I know the way it would go. And then over the course of 3
Yes.
years, you'll have lost $1,000. But that's not so bad over 3 years.
No,
No. Did you have fun while losing $1,000?
No.
Did you have fun?
No,
It's angry.
not at all.
It's angry constantly.
No, I wasn't watching the game at all. Alex Williams says there's a crash on I-75 in Northwest Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right. Still there, Tim. This crash, 75 South Moores Mill Road, exit 254. Two right lanes are blocked now, and you're jammed up back toward Mount Perrin Road. Might want to consider using Northside Parkway or Howell Mill Road as some alternates to avoid that jam. And we just found new trouble, 75 northbound, right at Northside Drive, exit 252. That's a crash blocking the HOV lane, adding to delays. And southbound still interesting out of Buckhead. 400 southbound brake lights still jamming at Lennox Road, 85 from North Druid Hills. Luckily, once you make your way into Midtown, it gets a little better right around 17th Street, just to jam up again from Cortland all the way down toward Highway 166, Langford Parkway, slow both ways south of I-20 on the downtown connector. A lot of that is due to the heavy rain falling there, and we are still tracking issues on I-285 with the help of Andrew Seco.
We are not short of trouble spots this afternoon. First one still in the right lanes under a little bit of rain now. 285 east, the outer loop at 675, exit 52. Already seen the brake lights taking you back towards Hartsfield-Jackson. Langford Parkway eastbound right at 285. That overturned big rig still blocking things. You want to use Cascade Road to get in and out of the area and back onto 285. And we're still partially blocking the 285 south ramp from 85 proper, exit 95. Big rig in the way here. They're getting by around it, but we are still slowing and going as you're merging. This is sponsored by the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. The FIFA Club World Cup champion is Chip is this Sunday, July 13th at MetLife Stadium. One thing's clear, you won't want to miss this epic matchup. Get your tickets now at FIFA.com/tickets. FIFA Club World Cup, the world is watching. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You're by the pool. You're relaxing. You're sipping a drink. Someone brings you a towel. Adjust the umbrella. Sound like a fantasy? It's not.
This is Sandra from Grayson, Georgia. I just won $1,000 from WSB.
WSB's $1,000 Thursdays next Thursday.
Listen for the keyword at 9, 10, and 11 a.m. and 12, 1, 2, and 3 p.m.
Enter the keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB app.
I just put the keyword in, and oh my God.
Win $1,000. Get all the info at WSBRadio.com.
Thank you.
$1,000 Thursdays from 95.5 WSB.
Where Atlanta wins.
Summer is stacked with celebrations and the roads can get extra dangerous. Hey, it's Smiley Mark McKay. Been hit? Trust a strong arm. John Foy and Associates. With zero upfront costs, they'll protect you against big insurance companies that want to pay you as little as possible. JohnFoy.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-700-6898. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-700-6898 or biglou.com.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through July 21st, new customers can get started with 300 megabit internet and Security Edge for $69 a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card for your business. Call and switch to Comcast Business today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
Don't be fooled by the big box brands. Window Comfort's exclusive window line is custom built for Georgia weather, installed by in-house pros and guaranteed never to fog. With factory direct pricing, it's affordable for everyone. Go to windowcomfort.com for real quality that lasts.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
Are you looking for an easy way to get a daily detox? Active Liver is the easy way to get a daily detox to keep you healthy and feeling your best. You can find Active Liver in the vitamin aisle at your local CVS or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
All right, we are in the middle of stories from Studio B1. Greg Russ is with us for the remainder of the show. Greg, do you have another story?
Larry David's returning to HBO.
Oh, he is? Another season of Curb or what?
No, he's going to have a sketch comedy show celebrating America's 250th anniversary. It's produced by the Barack and Michelle Obama production company, Higher Ground.
Okay, I wonder how funny it'll be.
I think it'll be funny.
Yeah.
Just because look, it's
Well, he's
celebrating
funny.
America.
And he's
it's
funny.
celebrating America. It makes sense that you get an ex-president and his wife behind it.
It'll be nonstop making fun of Trump. I don't think I can abide that. Right, George?
I don't know if
Exactly. It's
Same.
a shame.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like
I don't know if that's what it's going to be.
I know. It's gonna be. Larry David
It's
hates
gonna-
it.
That sketch comedy, limited 6-episode run.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad that Larry David, at his advanced age, still able to do all this stuff. Did you see the last season of Curb? He looked really old.
How old is he now?
He's in his 70s.
Well, you think about when Curb started, I thought he was old.
Yeah,
78.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so what was
But he wasn't. So he wasn't too old when Curb started, but in my mind, he was already 70.
So Curb started, 2000, 2001? He was in his 50s then, so 53 years old. Well, I'm older than he was when he started that show. That's so I got to stay as healthy as Larry David.
He just has looked the same.
Mhm.
I guess he's aged, but it started also before HD.
Mm-hmm.
So those first seasons were standard definition.
That haircut doesn't scream youth either.
No, but go back. There was a show on, excuse me, there was a show that was on ABC Network. I think it was 79 to about 81 or 82. It was called Fridays. It was live, a 90-minute show that was like Saturday Night Live.
Mhm.
And Larry David was one of the cast members, and a prominent one. And so was Michael Richards and some other people. But it was a funny show, and back then I was allowed to stay up on Friday nights and watch it. Larry David was one of my favorite characters, and then I forgot about him until Seinfeld came along. But the reason I bring it up is because he looks exactly the same, except his hair is dark. He has like big, wild, curly afro thing going, but bald in the middle.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
He has kept the same hairstyle, George. You say
Mhm.
it doesn't scream youth, but
Yeah.
it was his youth.
Yeah.
He probably looked old when he was on Fridays.
That was the show where Michael Richards, because Andy Kaufman was on it at one point.
Yes,
and
Andy
screwing
Kaufman
up
was.
a sketch with Michael Richards.
Uh-huh.
And angered him. And people with Andy, you never knew if it was real or not. But the stories that are coming out about Michael Richards on the set of Seinfeld and how he gets so angry at people if they screwed up their lines.
Well, you can watch that scene, and he looks like he's very angry.
Yeah, I've always thought that was him actually being angry. Like they decided just to screw around with him and ruin the sketch.
And in the movie, what was the Andy Kaufman movie called? Man on the Moon. Norm Macdonald played that role. He played the Michael Richards role. And he did it very well, but if you watch the real thing, you can tell that Michael Richards is upset. Now, they've said since that it was a bit, but I don't know that I buy that. Maybe that's just
I don't
him
buy
cut-
it either. I
him-
think he's trying to save face.
Have you seen the when Norm Macdonald had Jim Carrey on his show? And Jim Carrey says, "Yeah, you were down at the Man at the Moon set, and you've
Hey,
came and
I was in the
visited."
movie.
And he goes, I call it being in the movie."
Yeah, I was in the movie. Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I'm a big Andy Kaufman fan. Jim Carrey, I don't mind, but knowing how he went method for that.
Yeah.
When I hear the stories about behind the scenes and a guy who's just annoying on set, it kind of ruins the movie itself for me.
Yeah, the method thing just kind of makes me think of Laurence Olivier.
It's got to be
Try
a lot.
acting. Huh?
There's several actors that have done that, and I just couldn't imagine having to work with somebody that's doing that on set. That would get super annoying after a while. Like, okay,
Yeah,
got it.
A lot of professional actors, people who are in a lot of different things, go just act. It's not that difficult.
Please.
Hey, Alex Williams says better news on 285 and Tucker.
That's right, Tim. They got that earlier Big Rig trouble off to the side on the 85 South ramp to 285 southbound, so that's helped the ride on 85 South out of Norcross trying to get onto the perimeter. Also, the 285 east delays through Doraville are starting to improve as part of that. 285 west and southbound still on and off the brakes on the outer loop from Georgia 400, passing Cobb Parkway in the Truist Park region. Heads up, still got the overturned tractor-trailer crash, forcing all of Highway 166 eastbound traffic, Langford Parkway eastbound, to get onto 285 South. That bridge over 285 is closed, so be mindful of that. And where it's been raining, still got a crash in the right lane, south side perimeter, 285 eastbound at I-675. Still watching trouble in northwest Atlanta, Andrew Seco.
Southbound already backing you towards Cumberland Parkway or 75 southbound right there at Moores Mill Road, exit 254. It's a crash in the right lanes. A few miles of delays here, adding to the commute time heading towards downtown. And northbound leaving the heart of Midtown, we have another one in the HOV lane, 75 northbound at Howell Mill Road, exit 252. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age system, make or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Trust is not just a word, it's an experience. When your home needs service, you can trust TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. TE is the company I trust to fix any problem once and for all. Their 5-star customer experience means easy online scheduling, friendly technicians, and a lifetime workmanship warranty, so I can just sit back and relax.
TE certified, we love your home.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer with experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through July 21st, new customers can get started with 300 megabit internet and Security Edge for $69 a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, find out how to get a $500 prepaid card for your business. Call and switch to Comcast Business today. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
What's the biggest mistake people make when selling their home? That one's easy. Settling. I don't mean settling down. I mean settling for way less money. It happens all the time. You get tired, worn out. A few lowball offers roll in and suddenly you're like, yeah, sure, whatever. Just take it. Not with Orchard, because Orchard has flipped the entire system. First, they give you cash up front for your current home. That means you can go ahead and buy your next place on your timeline. No showings while you're still brushing your teeth. No packing up twice. No weird limbo life. Then, while you're chilling in your new place, Orchard gets to work selling your old home for top dollar. They handle the details, the marketing, the heavy lifting, and you get more money without losing your mind. So stop settling. Get your free home valuation today at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 6:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. WSB's top story, a tragic local tie to the Texas floods. An Atlanta lawyer, described as a strong believer in giving back to the community, has been killed there. The law firm Huff, Powell & Bailey says Josephine Harden and her mother Allison were with family for the 4th of July weekend. The Episcopal Church in Southeast Florida says their family home in Hunt was swept away in the early morning hours. Josephine's dad, Bill, survived. Harden graduated with honors from Emory Law, and the firm calls her a natural leader, smart and beautifully quirky. They say they will be taking some time to mourn her loss. Meanwhile, President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump meet with first responders and flood survivors in Texas. Mrs. Trump says she grieves with the families.
They gave me this special bracelet from the camp in honor of all of the little girls that they lost their lives. So we are here to honor them.
The president says that Texas will get all of the resources and support that it needs to recover. New this half hour, LaGrange police are investigating a fatal dog attack. Police officers arriving on Swanson Street shortly before 11 this morning find Teresa Patterson in the roadway being attacked by 2 dogs. They were able to stop the attack and give medical aid, but she died at Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center. Police say if anyone has any information about this, they are asking them to call police tonight. WSB's Graham Carroll reports that your commute may look a little different northbound on North Druid Hills.
A new braided ramp from the left-hand exit lane takes drivers under the overpass to get to the frontage road and the recently opened Arthur Blank Children's Hospital. Drivers also use this lane to go westbound on North Druid Hills Road as they have previously. The DOT's Kyle Collins says drivers using the right-hand exit lanes will see changes as well.
There's no longer going to be an option to go straight across to access the frontage road. That's becoming 3 dedicated right turn lanes to head eastbound westbound on North Druid Hills Road.
And all these changes are meant to keep people moving and reduce delays and bottlenecks. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
You know, we've been warning you that the roads might be a lot more crowded throughout the weekend because there are fans converging in town for a lot of high-profile events. Beyonce concerts tonight through Monday, the WWE, and the festivities leading up to the All-Star Game at Truist Park on Tuesday. WSB's Smiling Mark McKay says normal ways to beat the crowds may be rougher than normal, too.
We encourage ride sharing, but, ride shares also get involved in the traffic around there. MARTA's a good option, too, but those trains are going to be heavy trying to get into the heart of the city all weekend long.
One bit of good news, though, the DOT has paused all construction through the weekend to help with the crowds. A Cherokee County man gets 20 years with the first 10 to serve in prison, convicted of burning a small child with a cigarette. The second-degree burn was spotted by a counselor last year, and the deputy's investigation led them to 44-year-old Leor Talker of Canton.
And he did so by burning the child right in the middle of his back. And this is a child that he knew.
Cherokee County Assistant District Attorney David Bailey says the 8-year-old suffered both physical and emotional trauma from the injuries, and the reason Talker used for burning the child, the boy had an accident on himself. In WSB News about your kids' health, a concerning number of kids now have pre-diabetes.
According to the Atlanta-based CDC, an estimated 1 in 3 teens and preteens ages 12 to 17 have pre-diabetes. That translates into an estimated 8.4 million young people. It's a condition characterized by higher than normal blood sugar levels that increases a person's risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The nation's top health agency calling this a critical warning sign for the health of America's youth.
And WSB health reporter Sabrina Cupid says some of the risk factors for diabetes include having a relative who has had type 2 diabetes, also being overweight. It is now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. To the WSB 24-hour traffic center we go, where WSB triple team traffic kicks off once again with Alex Williams.
Trying to clean up this ride around Metro Atlanta right now, Veronica. It's a temporary red alert in northwest Atlanta, 75 southbound at Moores Mill Road. They're blocking all lanes, trying to get a crash off to the right shoulder, and that has really stacked up the ride. As you leave the Mount Perrin area, you can always use Highway 41, Northside Parkway, Howell Mill Road, some alternates to get you around that. Elsewhere, we're going to check to see if there's any new trouble where it's been raining pretty heavy. 75, 85 south around Langford Parkway. It is very slow back toward I-20. Even before that, still trying to come out of Buckhead. Northbound on and off the brakes, leaving the airport, making your way up into Midtown. With a check of the ride to the northern suburbs, it's Andrew Seco.
Still watching a bit of volume, 75 north and southbound and in and out of Ackworth. We've had our fair share of troubles here today. No crashes or stalls right now. Just some volume taking you from Carterson through Emersville all the way through Ackworth on your way into Kennesaw. From the Cool Wreck Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
And now, time for Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here is WSB meteorologist, Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz.
Showers and thunderstorms ending late this evening, and overnight will be dry down to 73. Partly cloudy with some isolated afternoon storms tomorrow, high 91. Put your rain chance for one spot at 30%. On Sunday, only a 20% chance of a stray shower or storm. Otherwise, partly cloudy, hot and dry, high 94. Monday, partly cloudy, keep that rain chance low at 20%, high 95. Now my 5-day forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Some isolated afternoon storms back Tuesday, still hot as we'll get to 94. And Wednesday, scattered showers and storms, rain chance up to 40%, high 91. Recapping the forecast for this evening, isolated storms diminishing, dry overnight, headed to 73. I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz, 95.5 WSB.
It's 89 degrees right now in Kennesaw, 78 in Conyers, and 79 in Midtown Atlanta at 6:36. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Heavy rain, high winds, huge hail. Yes, Atlanta, we're in storm season. It's Mark Aram here. You might be faced with a roof repair or a replacement. Do not gamble with any contractor, and there are hundreds of roofers with little to no experience. I want you to trust the experts at Dr. Roof. Trusted name in roofing for over 35 years and backed by their industry-leading warranties. Dr. Roof doesn't cut corners. They're the best at protecting your biggest investment. Dr. Roof, done right, guaranteed.
When someone's AC is on the fritz, drains are clogged, or wall outlets are sparking, Castile Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical never asks, how soon do you need it fixed? You know why? Because no one in recorded history has ever said, oh, take your time, just whenever you can get to it. We just assume how fast can you get here will always be the answer. So Castile will be there same day, and we won't leave until you're 100% satisfied. See? Sometimes it's good to assume. It gets your AC fixed fast. Book today at CastileAir.com.
Treated unfairly by the police? George Stein, the DUI lawyer, can help. GeorgeStein.com.
What you walk on in your home should be wonderful.
Hi, I'm Michael, proud founder of Authentic Hardwood Flooring. Your summer vacation is going to be awesome, but coming home to those floors won't be. While you're gone, let our highly trained installers transform your space. Just imagine coming home to beautiful new floors. Our promise is to make your flooring process painless. Our focus is to make it perfect.
Authentic Hardwood Flooring offers high-quality craftsmanship with an exceptional customer experience. AuthenticHardwoodFlooring.com.
Hey, if you got weekend plans, make sure your home is ready for them. I called Wise Guys Pro Wash, and boom, the house, driveway, and patio were spotless. They even cleaned the roof. I didn't even have to be home. They are truly professionals using the top equipment in the industry, and their soft washing kept my home safe and damage-free, and the results, incredible. Wise Guys has more than 2,000 five-star reviews, and I know why now. So mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off your next service. Book today at WiseGuysProWash.com.
A lot of rumors flying around on social media about some people in the Trump administration. One of them is that Dan Bongino is going to resign.
Oh, wow.
Now, it's not proven, but because of the Epstein stuff, yes. And also, if he resigns, then Kash Patel will quit, because they don't like working for this Pam Bondi. And then the other one that's swirling around, none of these are verified, of course. Pam Bondi allegedly closed an investigation into Pfizer, and she used to work for Pfizer. So that's interesting. Well, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just seeing it on social media. Shelley will be talking about this Bongino thing, though, later tonight on the Shelley Williams. Shelley Williams. The Shelley Winter Show. I am dragging a little bit. Greg, do you have any more stories for us from Studio B1?
I do. Happy thoughts could be the secret to a stronger memory.
Oh.
So all those negative emotions you feel too.
See, I've been right all along, guys. You should always try to have a positive mindset and try to find those happy thoughts.
Well, what if you have bad memories? Wouldn't you want to have bad thoughts so you don't remember the bad memory?
I think that's a very fair point. Yes, not everyone's memories are things that people actually want in their heads.
Right.
So
you have to be able to twist the bad memories into good ones.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's delusion.
Suppression.
Yes.
We don't know anybody that does that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you just take take those bad memories where things seemed bad, and to an outsider looking in, of course it looked bad, but then you just say, you know what? There was something nice about that moment.
You just take the bad memories that you have. You don't have to force yourself to not remember them, but you just have to go, that happened 30 years ago. Why are you thinking about that now?
Oh, no, that's not it either.
Well, okay, enlighten me. You have to. You have to confront it and say, no, this doesn't matter now.
Yes, but it mattered then. And
Yeah.
saying it doesn't matter now, so it shouldn't still matter, is denying that you ever had feelings about it.
No, you can acknowledge that you have those feelings, but go ahead.
Well, the real way to, I think, listen, my PhD tells me that you should acknowledge that those feelings were hard and that they were bad and that you did have and you were emotional or whatever about that time, and then let it flow through so that you can get to the other side of it.
You mean like the
pressing
doors
it
break
down
on
and
through?
saying it shouldn't matter anymore just because it's old.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you press it down. That's suppression. I'm saying that you just look at it and you go, okay, I've learned from this. What have I learned from this? Why do I think it matters now? This is something.
No, that's intellectualizing. You're still not feeling it.
well, there's two sides to it.
Yeah,
Let's say it happened 30 years ago and you didn't deal with it.
Yeah.
Right.
You shouldn't be doing that now if you never dealt with it. But if you dealt with it 30 years ago and then you have the memory, I think you can say, okay, whatever, that's something that happened. That doesn't need to haunt you forever.
Well, I will sometimes remember something stupid that I did when I was 16 years old, and then I'll get that feeling in my gut, like
You cringe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I cringe,
it's like, ugh.
and then I have to say to myself, "Well, why is that bothering you now?"
Well, here, and the deal is that
Sure.
everyone has regrettable memories from that time, and I'm sure that if you look case by case, person by person, there's a lot more similarities between each person than not, right? If that makes sense. Like everybody has those cringeworthy moments where
Sure.
they look back on.
Right. It's not about other people still. It's about you. You should maybe look at yourself and say, oh, I'm cringing about that, but maybe I should give myself some forgiveness.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm not saying. I think I'm not really conveying what I'm saying. I'm not saying tamp it down or bury it.
What are
or-
you saying, Tim?
I am saying that I'm trying to articulate it in a way that's like, okay, you acknowledge that it exists. You acknowledge that you have this bad memory of that you did something stupid that still you think is embarrassing. And I can go way back. I can go all the way back, way back to elementary school, stupid things I did. Excuse me. But saying to yourself, punishing yourself for something that happened so long ago or even a month ago, you just learn not to do it and not let it bother you anymore. You have to learn how to do it. You just carry it with you.
What about this memory? You're in 6th grade. You like a person.
Yes.
That person has a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So you think, what can I do? How can I interfere with this relationship and destroy them
Yeah.
and get this person to fall in love with me? So you decide to write a note from the boyfriend breaking up with the girl that you have a crush on. But you write it with your left hand when you're right-handed because you think that the difference in handwriting will make it untraceable back
Mhm.
to you.
Yes.
And the idea is...
Did
she'll
Autumn
read
do this or did you?
I did this.
Yeah.
The idea is she'll read this and say, oh, that's a shame that he wants to break up with me. That was a nice thing while it lasted. No thought that she'd actually talk to him about it.
Well, no.
And then he ends up finding out it was you anyway and threatens you.
Yeah. Did you have a fight or did you resolve it?
No, there was no fight. But I couldn't even get in a fight. I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm an idiot. I was embarrassed still to this day about it. That's one of these things that we're talking about. I don't know how you're supposed to reconcile those feelings. What a dumb thing. For a smart person, what stupid logic.
Look, I can tell you in 6th grade that I had a similar story. It's very, very similar where
It happened to you by some other nerd.
No. I was actually, I had a girlfriend, but had a crush on another girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote a letter to her trying to scramble what my name was in there. And she had a boyfriend. And I remember scrambling the note. And then I'm like, there's no way she'll figure it out that it was from me. And then she figured out it was from me. And so I was so embarrassed for the rest of the school year that she figured out it was me. I thought there's no way she'll figure out this puzzle.
Yeah.
And finally, like later on, I guess in high school or something like that, a couple of years later, we ended up talking about it and ended up being cool about it. And we're friends to this day. But, like people, in 6th grade, you do dumb things, basically.
That's nice. You worked through it. I never talked to this person again.
Oh, you did? No, Greg.
I thought, well, that's ruined forever.
You're
reminded. No, but the forgiveness comes in to say, yeah, was that silly? Yes. Why did I do that? Maybe that are things like that carrying over to my life now. Maybe. I don't know. Let's think about that. But also, let's give myself some grace and to say, like, yeah, I was. How old are you in 6th grade? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're 11 years old. Yeah, you're going to do things that you would never do now or don't make sense.
I still remember, and you guys just made me remember this, and I still cringe. Okay, so this is 1979, 4th grade. I go to this hospital that was by my house that had a gift shop, and I bought a fake diamond ring. And at the end of the school year, I gave it to this girl that everybody thought was really pretty, and I thought if I give her this ring, she's going to like me. Even though I'm, was a chunky little dork with crooked teeth. I said, she's going to really like me. And I went out into the hall on the last day of school in 4th grade, and I opened it up, and I gave her the ring, and she looked at it, put it in her hand, dropped it on the floor, rolled her eyes, and walked away. And I still see it perfectly in my head.
That's awful.
Wow. Yeah, that would stick with me, too.
But it's also, that's 45 years ago. Why would I even care about it? So
Because you're putting yourself out there.
Well,
You're
I mean,
rejected. And you look at the logic behind it, thinking that just a ring in itself would win the person over. And on top of that, it was a fake ring. There's a lot of factors in this one. I understand.
See, in that scenario, you should look back and think about that little boy that did that. Think about that being guilt.
Little boy.
That stupid little boy.
Well,
Well, a fake ring from a hospital gift
idiot.
shop.
Then I watched One Day at a Time, and I thought, well, the best way to get a woman to fall in love with you is to kidnap you.
Here's the
Oh yeah, that's They're gonna say no at first, but then
if there is a positive spin, did you learn something from it?
Yeah, not to do that ever again.
Exactly. You
Not
did learn from it,
Not
though.
approach women ever and just, I don't need it. I have magazines. Alex Williams says there is a big jam continuing on I-75 in northwest Atlanta.
Yeah, just can't get this crash out of travel lanes. Tim, 75 southbound Moores Mill Road, exit 254, still in multiple right lanes, and it has jammed the ride back to Mount Perrin. Use Highway 41, Northside Parkway, or Howell Mill Road as some alternates to get you around that. And unfortunately, that's not our only trouble spot heading into downtown, is it, Andrew Seco?
No, it is not. Right now, looking at some new trouble. It's a crash. We're blocking the left lane and a center lane here. 85 southbound at Lenox Cheshire Bridge Road, exit 88. Already starting to see the brake lights packing in through here. No need for an alternate just yet, but they may change as things progress here, and it still looks like we're a little bit slow. 400 merging into 85 southbound. Just a quick tap of the brakes before you hit Midtown. This support sponsored by Active Pest Control. Enjoy a pest-free home with Active Pest Control's pest-free 365 service. To save $50 off your initial pest service, visit ActivePestControl.com today. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You can count on it.
You can try and plan for it.
But sometimes it gets the best of you.
Stalled Big Rig 285 southbound the outer loop at 166.
When it stops you from getting where you need to be.
Atlanta's most trusted traffic team gets you there.
Here you slow just east of Georgia 400.
Atlanta's most up-to-date traffic reports from local and trustworthy people.
Every time you listen. Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by the results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It's July, and that means pool days, summer celebrations, and of course, heat. Georgia heat is brutal. Don't let your home be a sauna. Coolray has the perfect solution to keep you cool this summer. Coolray is offering you $2,250 in rebates and free attic insulation when you purchase your new complete Carrier system. You know, proper insulation is like a sidekick for your HVAC, keeping cool air in and hot air out. Call or go online to Coolray.com to book your appointment today. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Home improvement projects can be a stressful guessing game. Trust the Plus. Painting Plus, the highest level of communication. The Plus means siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and of course, painting.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus and the Plus family of businesses. We'll make you comfortable and keep you informed with every step of your project.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus, siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's uqora.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Greg is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me. Give it a try. I want it to help you just like it has helped me.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Jared and I both have Saturday evening shows. Mine is at 7 p.m. on Saturdays. It's called the Tim Andrews Popcast. My show this week focuses on, well, because the All-Star Game is next week, baseball movies, baseball TV shows, pop culture. My cousin Scott, who lives in Alpharetta, his dad plays an umpire in Major League 2. Not a great movie, but the cool thing about it is that my uncle and his dad are in it. So I talked to him a little bit. He was a pro ball player too, and loves all the movies, all the great movies that we grew up with.
Have you some Bad News Bears?
Well, yeah, I focus a lot on that because that's one of my favorites.
What about the Rookie? Is that too far out?
No, I couldn't get all of them, Jared.
Couldn't get Dennis Quaid's The Rookie in there?
No, but that is a good movie. No, The Natural, stuff like that, 80s movies for the most part. And then and that's at 7 p.m. tomorrow night.
That's right. My nightcap airs from 11 to midnight tomorrow, and I've done a lot of research this week on the America Party.
Oh.
And I plan to talk a little bit more in depth
Maybe
about
you should not do that and just let it, sort of unfold.
Well, Elon, I've got my criticisms of you,
okay.
but I think overall there might be some there, and I got to work on it a little bit more and cover the news of the night. Plus, there's 100 things going on this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get you covered on the Nightcap with Jared Yamamoto tomorrow from 11 to midnight.
Listen to me on the way to Beyonce. Listen to Jared on the way back from Beyonce.
There you
go.
Yes. Do we have time for one more story, or we run it? Yeah, I got the thumbs up. From,
I need to start my own show. So
you
I can
do.
promote it.
You do need to get a show. What would be the ideal time for you? Maybe you and Autumn should do a show. Bring your podcast that we can't mention to the radio.
Don't mention it.
Yeah, we can't really mention it, huh?
No, I don't mention my other one either, but it's out there. Anyway, what would be a good time for you guys to do a show together?
I don't know about the time slot.
4 in the morning,
Sunday? What do I call it? I registered a URL, Crap and Shrug, the other day.
Is that a morning show?
I just like the idea.
Hey, I'm Crap, and I'm Shrug.
No, it's not even that.
I know what it is.
It's just, what's the site about? What's the show about? It's like, I don't know, crap, and then you shrug.
Yeah, perfect.
Hey, can you believe this traffic?
I don't know. It's about crap.
Crap and Shrug.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
What's going on with everybody in politics?
Yes.
Crap.
So I registered that URL. You don't even URLs are dumb these days because everything's on social media. That's where you make your content and get your following.
Yes,
but
not if you're
still
me.
Registered.
Everything I make, it's like halted at 300 views. I don't know why. All right, you're done.
And then we're all too old.
Yeah, we are, and I'm sort of now getting angry with the AI. I mentioned it earlier that there's all these funny AI videos, and there's accounts. They all push the same type of thing. You watch 4 or 5 of them, and they're all really funny, and then they're all the same, and they just flood you, and they get super annoying.
You're noticing that more with Instagram than TikTok, though,
yeah,
right?
Well, TikTok is. Oh, guys, I got to tell you about this. You're not going to believe this. You go to my shop and get this miracle drug that'll cure everything.
And TikTok.
That's your TikTok. That's your For You page.
Oh, great.
Yeah, TikTok's got a lot more ads on there than than I expected. I feel like
Somebody's got to pay for me keeping it open, even though we're supposed to get rid of it. So there you go.
We'll see. We might be getting TikTok 2.0.
Yes,
TikTok 2.0.
Hey, thank you, Greg. Thank you, Autumn. You can find me if you're looking for me on social media at Tim Andrews here on the X, at Timstagram here on the Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok. Just go ahead and look for it. I don't care.
And I am at Jared Yamamoto on all the different social places except TikTok for some reason. I'm Jared Yamamoto 5. I don't know who got the other 4
so
in front
many.
of me, but Jared
4
Yamamoto.
people in Japan.
Apparently.
Greg, are you on social media?
No, not anything worth telling people about.
All right, I won't share it then. I don't think George wants to share his.
I'm on Instagram, George Viewer.
And Autumn, are you anywhere?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok at AutoPritz.
And Red Note.
The music's telling us that we got to leave. Eric will be back with us on Monday. Thanks for listening. Shelley Winter's up next with an amazing radio show.
.656 Cool-Ray Carrier, WSB 24-hour traffic center. All lanes being held right now. Northeast Atlanta trying to clear up this crash. 85 southbound, Cheshire Bridge to Lennox Road, exit 88. Use Beaufort Highway. Travel advisory 75 south at Moores Mill, exit 254. Actually, they just getting this crash off to the right, so hopefully that'll help out those delays. And then very slow connector southbound from 14th Street, 17th Street area down to something holding you up at Highway 166 Langford Parkway. Might want to take North Side Drive to Metropolitan Parkway as an alternate. Alex Williams, 95.5 WUSB.
Money Update. From WSB consumer expert Clark Howard. Sponsored by Reliable Heating and Air.
We've got an extreme shortage of beef. And so what does that mean? It's why you see restaurants right now pushing chicken like crazy as an alternative to you eating beef. And when you go to the store to buy groceries, you'll see the price advantage of pork or chicken or anything else other than buying steak or ground beef. It's your money.
I love my home, and now I found a company that loves it as much as I do. TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. It's Chris Chandler here. These folks have done work in my home. Boy, it didn't take long to realize I could trust their expertise, their attention to detail, and what I think you'll find, just as I did, an amazing level of service. TE Certified has more than 20,000 five-star reviews, and it's been serving Atlanta for decades.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit poor